Call the meeting to order, do roll call. Trevor Bundy here, Brendan Bunger here, Tyler Evans here, Julie Lyon
Here.
Larry Vandervoort
Here.
Matt Watnick
Here.
and Jarrett and Don are present representing the city. Start off approving today's agenda and then the regular scheduled council meeting minutes from February 9th and February 19th, special session meeting minutes.
Only thing I found was the period after staff on page 1.
I guess the only thing I'll make an amended change to the agenda is just during public time, we'll have Heather Bundy and Janae representing Colton Community Connected.
Okay.
Instead of down.
Oh, is it down there? Sorry. I
Yeah.
thought it was a, oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, Don. I must have missed that when I read through the, never mind. Strike that.
I read through it twice, so I'll make a motion.
Motion from Julie. Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Second from Larry. Roll call vote.
Just one quick question on 8H under the reports. Is it Redway Park, not Redwood Park?
Oh, yeah, okay, right.
Yes.
Okay, that change being made. I got a motion from Julie, second from Larry. We'll do a roll call vote. Bunter,
Yep.
Evans,
Yes.
Julie,
Aye.
Larry,
Yes.
and Matt.
Right.
Okay. Move on to March 26 claims. Too boring for you or what?
I see all your papers. I have to collect and put away for you.
She's honest.
I know.
Where do we have it? Road or Rooter?
In the alleyway between Minnesota and Iowa. Between 4th and 5th there. I was back up here 2 weeks ago.
Started in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Or maybe a little week ago. 2 weeks might be too much. Yeah.
It was Quinn's birthday, so yes, 2 weeks ago.
There's no questions or concerns to get a motion to approve March claims.
I'm assuming the cost share for the deal or for the SD-DOT is for this project out here.
That was from a 2023 4th Street from Dakota Avenue to Charles Avenue, shared use path. With the SD-DOT.
No, it's gotta be with this one.
Has to be.
Mhm.
They sent me the, you know, you can look there.
Because we don't have a shared use path anywhere else.
Maybe that's when all the project stuff started back then.
It does say FY23 on there.
A 10-foot PCC shared use path, 1,200 feet long in Colton, along 4th Street to Dakota Avenue, or along 4th from Dakota Avenue to Charles.
That's our project.
That's what we're doing now.
Yeah. But I wonder if it just isn't dated 23 because of that's when the grant was issued.
When we first started this project.
Yeah, because we were supposed to bid it we were supposed to be working on that project last year.
Yeah.
And DOT's behind. Got pushed to this year.
That makes sense then.
Yeah, have to.
I'll make a motion to accept them.
Motion from Bunder,
I'll second.
second from Evans. Do roll call vote. Bunder,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Vanderbilt,
Yes.
Wander.
Yes.
We'll move on. We'll get you girls out of here. So we'll jump it down to Fulton Community Connect.
We are starting the 2026 Fulton Country Days. So we're just kind of making our presence here to talk to you guys about some things that you help us with. The first thing is I need a donation request. I'm sure that you guys probably budgeted for it, but do you still want me to fill out the form?
Mhm.
So I need one of those because I don't have one.
Okay.
And then before we get to Country Days, we are having bingo at the hall, April 25th. I did send an email request to see if you guys would be interested in donating a pool pass again for one of our prizes. So just have to see if you guys will do that.
Don's got that on here.
Yep. So gearing up for that, we would like to do camping spot number 4.
Yes, for the food trucks, last year we had a little bit of trouble with the entrance into the park. And now with the new fencing and things, we would like to use campsite number 4 as the new exit to get the food trucks out and then actually not having to go through all the park, all the people disrupted even more. We'd like to have a little bit more streamlined, get them out, and all the food trucks are getting bigger, not getting smaller. And so
So we walked up there last night just to kind of see how we could get them out safely instead of trying to get out. And then they dipped really bad there and they did get stuck and it caused a big,
yeah, they ended up having to back out last year because
Yeah.
you couldn't drive out or they were going to take off the plumbing. They could get in, but they couldn't get out.
Yeah.
And things. So
I know they asked
You guys
Weston about
want
that.
spot number 1, 2, or just 4?
just for.
just for
So you
Yeah,
don't
we
need.
didn't actually end up
To make
using
sure
one
that-
last year. I just know that Koopman,
Larry
Brother?
likes that spot.
So I think what we'll have to do is just talk with Larry and say he can have that, or Lloyd, sorry.
Avoid.
He can have that spot all till a day of Country Days.
no, that's
You just
Saturday.
have to move
That
over.
weekend or whatever, but
Yeah.
yeah, Friday, move it or
Because if
whatever.
we just looked that, the way that they line up by that tree grove, if we just move that stump, they could just go right out and then we wouldn't have to be going through people and stuff.
Mhm.
Make it a little bit safer.
What weekend is it?
It's the 18th, 19th, and 20th, or the 17th, 18th, whatever that Friday, Saturday, Sunday is.
17, 18, 19.
17, 18, 19.
No, 4 spots are reserved. I think they called right at the first of the year.
Okay.
We'll have to move one.
Well, Heather, we can make a gate where the tennis ball court is. So that pipe and fence up, we can take a section of that out so they can drive through there.
Could
They
we do
don't
that?
even have to deal
Yeah.
with the-
We looked at that too, and we just saw
Yeah.
that,
Because that was they tried that
Yeah.
last year, and that was one of the things was a couple of the pipes.
Pipes,
were
they
in the
couldn't
way.
get through.
Right, but we can make that 20, 30 feet wide, whatever, and they can drive right through there. That's
Perfect.
up, you know,
That would
you
be.
can't, because you guys don't need any spots at all.
Nope.
No,
Okay.
no, we
No,
don't.
between using the pool house
And
or
the
the
panel.
bouncy houses and using that panel, we are good with
I
electric.
think we can, of that night, Pete, we can just put one of the city vehicles up there, just to block.
Yeah, I'll just throw a bunch of cones up and just block
Just
that
some-
off, because a lot of that, I'm guessing we'll be doing that trucking thing
Well,
again.
we have it on here, but we haven't heard from the gal that did it last year. We are actually short members this year. Kylie has moved, and so she's no longer part of it.
Okay.
So we can't take anything else on, so if she's still willing to do it, we're happy to have it on the schedule, but if she says she can't, I don't know if we can take it on.
No, I'll make a big hole in the fence there. You can get your campers or food trailers in there pretty easy.
And then, yeah, then you guys, like you said, you don't need power or anything, so that wouldn't interfere with anything then.
Okay, perfect.
We can
That'll be
handle
great.
that.
Thank you.
That's
But I
not a
mean,
problem.
those people that are camping and stuff, I hope they are coming up for country days and know that those trucks run generators.
Yeah,
The
that
entire
is what
time.
it is. I mean,
Yeah.
if they get whiny, that's too bad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're not gonna kick you guys out because of 2 campers. So.
Yeah. Not gonna shut down the weekend for that.
So the touch-a-truck will update you guys if we, know more and figure that out, if that's a go or not.
Do you have something to point out on it?
Do you want me to, like, at the beginning of next year, do you want me to reserve one of the?
No, because I
No.
think if we can just do that, it'll be a lot easier,
Okay.
and you guys can use your campsites. We were just trying to make it easier for them and actually
Yeah.
safer for the people that are in the park to go out that way.
Yep.
And then, since we have vendors and all of that stuff set up, the peddler's license, I know that you guys kind of waive each of them having to fill one out, and we just cover them under us and do one big peddler's license. Are we still able to do that?
I don't see the issue with that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Are you gonna have any road constructions on 4th Street this year during that time?
Yes.
The whole 4th Street will be
Yeah.
closed completely
Okay.
from the bank to the water tower.
That's what I thought. So, do we need to go and ask permission from the businesses on 5th Street to move our parade that way? And,
That would be.
Fifth,
the
or
best
could you
place.
go one more block past Lutheran Church? Because I mean, then you'd still have sidewalks for people to be on.
I know,
I mean,
yeah,
it's just a thought. I mean, because then you got sidewalks on both sides there.
You'd have to
Most of
route-
the way.
You'd have to route to Iowa then. Cause they
Well-
won't be able to come across.
They'd be able to cross there on the west side of the water tower.
but I wonder
No.
if we would actually reverse it and put the starting, what street is that? What street does Heather and Tyler live on? What
Iowa?
street do you live on?
Iowa.
Iowa.
Yeah, it's Iowa.
So we can go down that road, right?
Yes.
So if we would reverse it back from the parade, they start there and then we work ourselves around the gravel road and come up, and that's our line. And then we go down that road.
Yeah, you can do
And then you
either
could go to
one.
3rd Street and then they'd have to turn before they get to the hall because that's all blocked off.
You got sidewalks on 3rd Street, but at 5th Street, you got all kinds of open, huge lots for parking too, you know.
What would you guys rather us do?
It's up to you guys.
I'm
There's
open to
no-
whatever.
There's no right or wrong. It's just, it's gonna be different than
Be what it is. It is what it is.
People are gonna get confused no matter what until,
Well, we'll put out a big,
Well, yeah.
I know.
we'll
Yeah, we'll do the map.
we'll do a map, and
Yeah, cause Minnesota and 4th Street
I'm just saying, like,
typically go down will be
And I don't know what
closed.
Hills will do too.
what,
That'll be closed right there.
at the water tower.
Yep.
Yep.
So they won't be able to come through. So you would have to
No,
either,
what I'm saying is so, is this backwards?
Nope.
Where's 6th
we can
Street?
do it on this map, Heather.
Sixth
Yeah.
Street is here.
You can do it on any of these.
Right there.
Yep.
Let's try that one.
Okay, so, but in my brain, where am I at? Where's the park?
The park is gonna
Down.
be
Down right there.
This is the park?
No.
So that's the cemetery road, right?
This is Park Avenue, so this is one.
Okay, so if we would line up here, it would be like the fire trucks and stuff like that. And then if they come this way down, and that, oops, and that's how we would line up. Do you know, you get that part? And if we go down that street all the way.
Go
and
down
then
Iowa.
Go down Iowa, I'm on Iowa.
Yep.
And then if I go down to 3rd Street and head that way.
So you'd head past the bus barn and that'd take you right to Teope Hall.
But they would have to turn at
Have to
Teo,
turn.
they'd have to turn right at Pete's shop because Teope Hall is blocked there.
Yes.
So they would have to turn and go by the bank
Go
or
north.
kind of what they do already. They always turn at
on
the bank.
Sherman, right?
Yeah, they would have to go.
Are they
north.
gonna be able to get?
On Charles, but
You think they could get down
do
to
we
Charles?
wanna, maybe we don't wanna shut that intersection down, having people go all the way through. The only reason we closed down that intersection by the fire station, so we don't have all the traffic going through with all the people walking across the street.
Well, and we do have the drum people.
Mhm.
So they'll be up down there too, during, right?
So
during your
we
meal.
really want them to turn on the Charles and
Go
That's-
north.
And go north.
because they can't go south.
So
Yep,
what's-
they would
what is
have to go
What's
north.
the negative of going down Fifth? I guess, I'm just asking, like, I'm not saying,
Nothing, it's just because there's no sidewalks for
Yeah.
kids to be on and that kind of stuff.
so you're just stuck on the road.
The catch 22 is Third Street is narrow
Tighter.
and Fifth Street is wider.
That was my
Like
thing
the
too.
street itself is
Yeah.
wider.
Yeah.
So you start getting tractors and trucks, it's gonna be pretty tight, right?
It is,
Mhm.
yeah.
Then you have to
And
worry about,
trees and the overhang.
let's think about this too, because we have to make sure no one parks on the side streets in front of houses on that route too. Versus a
It-
business section.
No matter where we
You know what I'm
go,
saying?
it's gonna be confusing. I mean, it's just because it's different. People don't
Mhm.
like change,
Yeah.
you know.
You know what I'm
so.
saying? We have to worry about people like in apartments parking next there, cars on the side street. Cause it's all residential instead of business.
You know, the good thing, I guess, if there's any, is like the lumberyard's got their big lots, so elevators got
And they have
their big
sidewalk there.
lots,
There's
and,
sidewalks under there.
on both sides of the road, the ready mix right there, so we
I would
get a
just
lot
be-
of people.
I would just be afraid if you got a car on each side of the road
It's
going
pretty narrow.
down Third
Really
Street.
narrow.
Yeah, it'd be narrow.
No, I'm fine, whatever you guys want to do, we just need to know.
Well, I
so
just
we
don't
can
want more,
prepare.
I don't want more hectic for you guys to have to try and clear out all of Third, and like, you see someone on Third parking, oh, no, you can't park here,
I think
versus
it-
I don't think anybody's going to park on
Yeah.
Fifth Street.
Well, Monty
then-
said we could park all, the main street and stuff could go over here by
Mhm.
Cuban's got their
Yeah, he's gonna,
tanks.
Yeah.
Monty's gonna move all these propane tanks, so we're gonna have all this for parking
Right,
too.
Here's an idea.
Oh, great.
I know. Not saying it's a good idea, but so we go down Fifth Street, and I don't know if you want to cross Main, but would it be
The one
different to
thing
go to Glen and then take Glen all the way down?
Nope.
And then end it at the city shop?
I think it gets too long.
That is one of the complaints I've heard from other towns is that the parade goes too long, and that's
Okay.
one thing that they really liked about ours.
Okay.
Is that everyone gets to be together and it's a quick, like,
Yeah, because you stretch it, like, not to throw crooks on, but you stretch when they do their parade. It's
They go
just-
through the whole town.
It's
yeah.
so stretched out that,
yeah.
So with the streets being a little bit narrower, what are your thoughts on, so we'll just say, where are we at here? There's 7th, so here's 6th. So the park is gonna be right in here.
Yep.
What if you just started here and then down 5th?
Start where?
That's fourth.
To not make it so complex and
I think we just
confusing,
keep it
I
the
would just
same
leave
thing.
it the same, but just use
We're going
Fifth
down
Street
Fifth.
instead of Fourth Street.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think so too.
People know how to line up for the parade on Sixth Street and Park,
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of changing that all around and then having everybody all confused.
and it's just hopefully 1 year, right?
it better be one
Just
here.
when but something really goes bad. And then none of us will be here, so.
Then there's next year, we're gonna have sweet sidewalks, everything's gonna be nice next year.
Okay,
Do we need to talk to businesses and let them know, or?
I think the city can probably
We
do
can probably
that.
do that.
I mean, I'm not afraid to go walk and talk.
Why don't you just make a handout and you can give to the businesses?
Cause how many businesses are there?
Well, you got the
Well,
ready mix, you got the
The ready mix.
elevator,
Yeah.
Yeah, elevator and
you
lumberyard.
got the lumberyard, you have
And Johnson's,
Yeah.
Johnson's,
Larry.
and then probably should just hit that house
I was
too.
gonna say, yeah, whoever lives next to one of Betty.
Yes, and
And
then
then
whoever lives right
next to the Mason.
across from
Yep.
that apartments.
Yeah, Lane Acre.
Oh, he's not gonna care.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
still will talk to him, but
Do you, just that morning, we rope off Fifth Street?
Some people don't think
So that people understand that where it's at?
Well, I mean,
I
you
think
do
if we
get some,
advertise it,
well,
you
if
cone it
if you do,
at
yeah,
the end.
advertise it or whatever or something. Because I mean, yeah, you do get some people that park to that, whatever.
but I think if we talk to the businesses and the residents that are on that road and just let them know.
But I'm just saying if we cone it off or it almost signifies that, hey, the parade's here, that
Maybe-
day.
Do
Maybe
you
some
wanna just
pylons.
do a cone
I was
there
gonna say on
on,
the north side of the road.
Or the north side of Brian Simmons' mom's place. is that-
Yes, right there,
Yeah.
and then if we just go
Pylons
down,
out
then
there,
people
parade
know,
route.
it, and we'll
It just
just move
kinda-
them before the parade
It
starts.
just kind of, I'm just thinking it kind of lets people know, okay, yeah, it is actually here.
Yeah.
The ones that don't get the message that it isn't here.
The biggest thing's gonna be parking, like, you know, where are you gonna park all these cars?
Yeah,
Obviously,
with
you can
Forest Street
park
being
them,
gone.
you
it's
can
gonna be-
park them right out here on the road, but they gotta drive through the parade route to get to it, you know, cause they're gonna have to come in from the south. And then you got all the parking at the elevator and the ready mix, you know,
We'll probably have to ask them if that's okay for parking.
and that might be something you can, if you're gonna put out a map with like, hey, this is where the parade route is, maybe you can circle these spots and be
Spots for
like,
parking.
these are parking spots,
Parking
but it's
area.
gonna be limited. You know,
You guys have enough room on your little sheet that you send out? Or, you know, the event list? You think
No.
you can put a map? You won't have room for a map?
We can. we
Make a
can-
separate post.
Yeah, we'll make a separate post, but we can also do a second handout that says parade route and parade information.
cause I mean, they can park on the street here and then at Monty's lot, it's
Mhm.
just they're gonna have to drive down Fifth Street to get to it. So, I mean, if they do that before the parade starts,
Yeah.
not a problem, you know, but obviously during the parade, we don't want them to do that, but.
Okay,
Yeah, we don't know what stage we'll be at in that.
then,
And depending on where we're at, you know, it might be such a thing, maybe we can put a little gravel path across here or something to get cars across it. You know, I don't know if we don't have, it just depends on where we're at in the construction process.
We don't
or
have,
even just like a walking path.
We'll
where
definitely
they
can do
park,
that.
you know, and they can walk
Yeah,
down.
we can
If they have to
definitely
walk a
do
block,
a walking
so
path,
be it.
but it's just a matter of, can we put a 20-foot path across
Yeah.
with some millings or something, just so a temporary.
Yep.
security
road for 'em
fence.
to drive
We'll put a
across.
security fence on each side. And
With the parade, then we usually have a porta potty that you guys put out front. Do you want to put that like?
we'll
somewhere?
talk to, maybe we'll just talk to the lumberyard and see if we can't put it in.
We can just put it on the corner here by the fire hydrant.
Okay, yeah, we
Okay.
can do
It's
that.
kind of centralized.
Is the city still willing to cover the porta potties for Country Days, or you want us to pay half? You want us to pay all?
We can cover it.
Yeah, I
So
Did
it's
you get
tractor pull.
5 last year.
The tractor pull will need it, the parade, and then I don't know if we had extra, if we just moved the ones down at the park.
We had 2 at the tractor pull,
Mm-hmm.
2 at the park, that's 4, and then we had 1 down here.
Well, we're gonna look at making an extra one because Heather and I got blew up last year because
Oh,
there wasn't
bad.
enough toilet paper.
I think it'd be better to have a couple more at the park, to be honest with you.
I think so too,
One
and
at
then
the
making sure we
tractor
have plenty of
There are
toilet
2
paper
out
back
there,
up.
1 on each side of the track. So we could maybe shorten that up to 1
Yeah,
instead of having 1 on. Cause the bleachers are on the west side, but people sit on both sides, so we had 1 on each side. So we could maybe pull 1 from there, just leave 1 out there. Is that gonna be enough? I don't know how many people are out there.
There's a lot. that go
There
out
is,
there.
I would leave it at
There's
2.
nothing else out there, I mean. other than
Yeah.
the field, but
I think I'd leave it at 2. And then,
just go 2. Do we need 1 in front of the bar?
No, well,
No, not if we're gonna, no, the only reason why we had it there is for the parade,
Okay.
because businesses weren't open for people to use the restroom.
So we'll put 1 there, that's 3. And we better probably have at least 3 in the park.
I think, yeah, well, at least 3. I think you have 2 for sure down by the tennis court.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we almost need 2 at the corner by where we have our trash bins.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
were
they
way
could
short
use-
last year.
Or where else do you think we need?
No, that would be it, because if you're down by the ball fields, you have the bathroom house there.
Yep.
So that's
Unless
7.
you want to split up, we put 1 there and then 1 over by the playground equipment.
well, the
I think-
bathhouse will be open.
Yep,
Yeah, the bathroom.
I think if we could just do 2 in the park, kind of like where we've had them before, and then put 1 over by the tennis court,
Mhm.
just because of the volleyball and
You
the
just want
pedal
one, or-
pole, and yeah, just 1 over there.
There's usually 1 right over there anyways in there.
Yeah.
Well, I think we
Yeah.
moved that, don't we?
But we did. We moved
Yeah,
all-
it's there for baseball for the summer,
once
but it gets
baseball's
moved.
over, then-
So I think if
Even
you
that
did
one that's
3 in
over
the
on that
park.
east field, we brought that.
3 in
over
the
to
park, not 4, Heather.
Yeah, I would just do 3. I don't think
Okay.
it's 4.
2 at the pole,
And 1.
and then
Seven.
1 down here. Okay.
So this one here, we could almost move up to the park after the parade.
After the parade.
Who can move that?
I could move it.
Aren't you busy?
Well, I'll find someone to do it. We just pick it up with the loader, and bring it up
Yeah.
there. Cause I mean, it's really not doing any good here after the
No,
parade's over.
no.
So we'll
I don't
plan
know,
on
would
that.
you could probably pick that up and then probably just put that one by the tennis court then?
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
there's not much going on right at
Yeah,
that
we can
moment.
slip it in there real easy.
Waiver, we got that done. The next thing
So is that
was,
6 then? 6 total?
Yes.
yes.
One extra.
And then Pete, are you still good, bringing out the electric box for
Yep.
us and the tractor pull items, the benches and the trash cans that we had?
We can do all that.
Was I missing anything besides that?
No, I think that was good. I got that.
Biggest thing this year is just gonna be word of mouth and communication, trying to get the parade route to everybody, because nobody's gonna know where to go. So,
Yep, we will put a post out, we'll do some
I was gonna
handouts.
say, we'll
We'll,
probably talk about that as soon as possible, and start
Mhm.
conveying that as much as we can.
definitely will.
I think everybody can share it and just try and get the word around.
Get that.
Was there anything different that we needed to change from last year on the city's end from that you guys noticed?
No.
Good,
The
we've got on
only issue I
dumpsters
see-
and all that, like,
The only issue was the porta potty was a big problem.
yeah, the
last
porta
year.
potty was the biggest issue.
Oh, he was so mean.
She was mean.
That's a lot for me to say. She was mean.
You just gotta step up your game.
I don't think there was any issues in that title stage, so.
Yeah. The only thing is like that dumpster, are we gonna still put one behind the concession stand? Or are you just gonna do the 2 and then the 1?
Well, we can do the 2 and the 1. That's what we have. If we want another one, we could order another one.
Trying to
I
think,
can't- I don't-
I think
I-
we got pretty full last year, didn't we? Where we were putting them on the ground?
By the end of the night when
Do you get a
fireworks, it
fee for
was-
that?
I have no idea.
What's that?
Do you get a fee for
I
this?
think so.
You know, sometimes the garbage places put
Yeah.
it down
You had to get out and grab, they had to get out and toss in the
and they get
bags.
mad about that.
But it probably wouldn't hurt to have another
'Cause
bigger
I think we
dumpster.
had one behind a couple years ago,
Behind the concession stand down at the softball field.
behind the big grandstand, I think.
Oh.
Wasn't there one there? Cause I remember driving down there and always throwing in there.
Okay.
Overflow.
Did we get a regular dumpster from them, or did we get a roll-off?
I think a regular, because they
Was it
asked
just
in the fall
regular?
if they could come pick it up. If we were done with it.
Oh, where'd they have it at?
It must have been just part. I don't know.
I can't remember. I remember.
Maybe that's what
Because
was
your
at the
guys'
hall, because the
Oh.
big one at the hall disappeared.
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe that's where it done.
Maybe.
Yeah, 'cause I know there's not as many at the hall anymore.
There's just one little one.
Did you bring it up to there?
I remember moving one around.
Cause I think we
I
were
don't know where I got
full
it from.
that one day, and I think maybe there was one.
We'll request another one.
And did you realize your dumpsters were so full at the park yesterday?
They've been full all winter. They just need to be dumped. They
don't
don't
go
dump
into
them in the winter unless we ask them.
Oh.
So that's from
But-
last fall.
Which is okay,
Oh, shit.
which is okay, because honestly, then you don't get
If
random
I,
people.
if I dump them, then they'll be full. in a
I
month.
know. That's why I was wondering if someone was dumping down there. I know. Sorry.
It's made for kids on here.
Smile, you're on
The
camera.
last thing we have is not really Colton Country Day related, but it's Colton Community Connected.
Yes.
So I'll let you take it away.
So after my grandma passed away, we kind of family. Well, it started with Colton Community Connected. We have wanted to over the years do a community tree during the holidays that we would decorate with lights, and kind of light to at the beginning of the holiday season to symbolize that it's the holiday season. It's community togetherness. So Heather has talked about this. We've talked about it as a community group. After grandma passed away, mom, my dad, and my uncle Paul have memorial fund money that they would like to buy a tree and donate it in her memory. And they have come to us as the community connected group, and they would want to do as a kind of with us. And we are looking for a spot. We went up to the park yesterday and kind of were looking around at a few places where we would like to put it. So we're coming to you guys as the committee, as family, as the group, kind of looking at if it's something you guys would go in with us as the community. We would like to do something as an event. We're hoping to build on it as the holiday season, kind of an opener. Not sure what it will grow into, but at least the lighting of the tree ceremony probably to start off with, and that kind of stuff. Trevor,
So they're kind of looking at like a spruce or a pine tree, not like a shaded tree, because we talked about that.
Mhm.
We went out there, we looked kind of like where we tore out that one tree by the memorial
So
there,
like right behind the Veterans Memorial thing, it's,
but it won't be a shade tree, so there won't be any maintenance that'll have to interfere with the flags and stuff like that. The only thing it's just said was we just have to get locates to make sure we don't have anything that would run in the way.
West side of the Veterans Memorial,
it'd be on the
On the
south
south
side,
side.
it'd be right behind.
Kind of
it.
pretty much
or the
almost,
south side,
almost where we tore out that tree.
oh, that one tree.
Yeah,
Right
there's
here.
The sewer line from the pool runs through there, but
Right there.
that's the only thing that's
So the
gonna be there.
Veterans
that I
is
know
right
of.
there.
I don't know
Be
what
right
size,
behind
you guys are talking about planting a pretty decent sized one right away.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like, we go up to you guys,
So
what you
it'd
guys
be a
want to start
spaded-
with, so something that we could obviously light up when it gets going, you know.
We can decorate and
Yeah.
stuff like
So
that.
it's gonna have to get spaded in there.
Whatever the largest tree they can spade in.
Is there a,
Yeah.
so is there a second spot? Like, we can call locates in tomorrow and have.
Oh,
That
this
is-
was the spot
Yep.
that we thought, because if we're gonna decorate it, we wanted it kind of close to the street so people can see it.
Right.
We can get to it easily if there is
Then
snow on
there's
the
power
ground.
there.
But that would be the
They
next
say
thing, is
power,
to know
where's
where
that at?
power would be
For the
around that area so
memorial.
we could light it up.
Pull power off the
The
memorial.
only thing, I know there's a sewer line there. The pool
Okay.
sewer line runs at an angle across there. I just don't know where. I can go find it, but that might be the only issue.
And that's like, we are totally
But if
open
you
to
guys-
other ideas and,
If you guys, if it's within, I don't know, I mean, if it's not over the top of the dang thing, it'd probably be fine, but as long as it's
Well, I
not
think if it's
within
maybe
what, 15 feet of,
I think
what do you
it's,
Larry?
I'd say at least 15 feet
15
away,
feet.
because it's gonna migrate in there.
Yeah.
you
if
know.
we can, I mean, I don't think it's like a certain, if it's kind of in that general facility there, if we can,
But it'd be nice to have it fairly close to the street too,
Yeah.
I would think.
but we don't know where else. We kind of looked like, where else do you really put it
The
at?
other spot you could do, if you're interested, is at the intersection just to the east where that pole is. That pole, they took all the overhead off it, so that pole's gonna be coming out.
Oh,
So if you wanted it like on the corner, so like when you turn the corner, it's right there. I mean,
Is there
that's up
gonna
to
be,
you guys.
is there gonna be power there?
There's power at the next pole that we could put a
Just-
line in underground pretty easy.
okay.
Or just an extension cord even?
That next pole to the east has an outlet on it, like where you plug in your church
For
stuff,
the
if you're doing church service.
So it'd be like right across from the
Oh.
parsonage to the south.
Yep. I was just gonna say.
Just throw it
I
out
kinda
there. I'm
look-
not
yeah.
saying you have
Oh,
to
no.
change anything, but if you like the
Yep.
memorial's cool too, because then you got the memorial plus the tree, you know.
Yeah.
so.
We're
So
totally open.
are you talking that tree that we went up there and cut down? I think you came over and helped
Yep.
push it
Yeah, it'd be just to the west of that.
just to the
There's
west.
That big open spot there, where the power pole there.
Yeah,
and Now they put that all underground, so that pole will be coming out.
no, I'm talking the tree that,
Yeah.
where they initially were thinking.
Oh, no, they're right on the south side of the memorial.
Okay. So I was gonna say, I thought that tree that we cut out was kind of
Farther west.
south and west. So it'd be almost right next to it,
Yeah, it'd be quite a ways from it, actually.
is it?
Yeah,
So-
I mean, we just want to be able to get to it, people can see it and enjoy it. But yeah,
Let's get locates on both sections
and see what works.
and then see what works, because I'm just thinking about my other concern, we didn't take that root ball out. And we still have that tree right in there too,
Yeah, but we're gonna be west of that tree that we took out.
as long as that sewer's not in the way, right? You think the sewer's gonna be,
I hope
gonna
the
be
sewer's
close
gonna
on
be
that.
farther south, but it's.
Well,
gonna
we'll just
be
have to do
right there
locates
somewhere.
before.
Yeah.
That'll be great. Yep,
But if you
just-
guys are okay with us, we
then
will.
we can
like
just,
to-
we'll give you both
figure it out.
options, and then at the end of the day, you guys can decide.
Sounds great.
If you guys are okay with that.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, once we find a spot and find the tree and get it put in.
And then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
But hoping, yes, so we'll have a community tree and then we'll do a tree lighting ceremony and some other things as we go
So
about
they
that.
used to do the one down at this funeral home.
Mhm.
And then you go across to the bank and they had stuff in the basement.
Did it?
Mhm.
Try to bring back.
But
some of
that, but then they
stuff.
took that tree out.
I know. That's what we were trying to find, was
Yeah.
like, we didn't know where a good place would be for it.
So, yeah.
Do you guys have anything for us that we need to be thinking about, you want us to look into?
I think the one thing that we need to talk about was, as we decided as a council not to have any golf carts going through the park.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a hard one to change this year, how we want to regulate that. I mean, we're obviously gonna let the community members and city run stuff up and down there because they need it, but are we gonna completely shut that off that weekend too? I mean, are we gonna open it back up for golf carts that weekend?
I personally feel like it's all or nothing. Like you don't turn it on and off.
Yeah, so it's either we have to turn the whole park, if we're gonna turn the park off, it has to be closed that weekend too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you can flip the switch on it. It's like all or nothing.
The only issue is they really.
You see a lot of
garbages
people.
and stuff like that. They really need to be able to get in there with a golf cart.
I know.
There's a lot of stuff that they have to move around.
What's that?
These people.
No, that's why I said these guys will get permitted to go through there.
Yeah, I think we just need to make a page or a sticker or something
Yeah.
that says authorized
Yeah.
park use
Yeah,
or
'cause
whatever
we
on
just
it.
use ours to get garbages and then to haul in stuff. Like, we do all of those free games
Yeah.
that we put out.
I know it's gonna be a fight the first year. Everyone's gonna be mad that we're shutting it down, but
Is there, I agree with not having them like in the park area where kids are playing.
Yeah.
Food trucks are set up. Is there an area close to the ball diamonds that we can designate as a golf cart parking area? Just
like a lot of
for,
them parking like.
they like to pull in and they face towards the ball diamonds and they sit on their golf carts and everybody kind of watches the ball games and
But I
they can
think
turn
that
around and
if you have a permit to be driving your golf cart, you should be able to drive it like a car and park it, right?
That brings our situation about golf
Yeah.
carts.
I think he's just saying, instead of letting the trucks take the spot, like there's a spot
No,
for
they
them.
want them inside the park.
Oh,
right
yeah,
on the,
I know what you're saying.
just to the west of the big ball field, just right in that one driving lane through there,
Well,
mark off an area and say, hey, if you want to, you let people pull their golf carts in there, park,
you can't.
and then
do
don't
it
let them
there
go into the park. Okay.
because now that like families come and they're watching the ball things and their kids are in the park, they're setting up all those tents on that backside. So like tents are going along the north of the ball field and then they're swinging around.
They're swinging around on the
Because I
west side
know
of
we
it
do
too.
our tent up there, but I mean, Wellvigs will put a tent because they're not playing ball anymore because they have too many kids, but they still like to be a part of the ball and their kids are playing. So, and like, what's the other family? I think there was like 5 or 6 tents up last year
Okay.
on the.
Let's see, it's there. Yeah. Then we got
Put ours
people
up behind the
walking
slide,
back.
right next to the pool.
Yep.
Okay, so you can just tell me, no, do we just get those cheap fence posts with the eyelet on and just do a rope?
Yeah.
And just
Or
go all the
caution
way,
tape or
just-
something.
Just enough of that width of that deal where,
They can still put their tents there, but then there's still a little driving lane for.
and then it shuts the rest of the park off. Because I kind of agree with Tyler. You're gonna get all these people with golf carts and then they're gonna be stuck in the parking lot and then we're gonna have
Correct.
golf
I get what you say though, like
Yep.
they're
Yep.
licensed, like we're giving them permission to
Mhm.
drive in town like a vehicle, but
So, like, on here, let me get back on here. So, where they come in here, we just get some of them cheap eyelets and just rope that off.
yes.
Does that make sense? And then your vendors and all that, they can't go into the vendor area or any of that.
But Heather said that's where they set up their tents on the backside.
So you're gonna come around, here's the west side, you're gonna come around this corner about
Yep.
down to here, we'll say.
Yep. Maybe a little bit further, but
Maybe
yeah.
a little bit further, yep. So then we'll still have like a driving lane.
Yep.
Here, but
Yeah.
we'll mark off that they cannot go into the park and we'll come down this way.
Oh, yeah.
And
Fine
then,
with
so
that.
the rest of the golf carts from like where that,
I think
light
that's what
pole
they
is,
did
they can
last
still
year.
kind of park in this area, but
Mhm.
then we'll have
Because
this
that's like what we
section
do.
blocked
Yeah.
off so they know that, hey, can't go into the park.
Yep. And that's kind of what they did last year is like
Yeah.
the tents and then the golf carts would park still up on the fence. I just
Yes.
don't want to
Okay.
block all that because those families.
No, and that's fine.
I think we'll
I'm,
keep that whole, kind of like that driving lane open and then people will
And
sit
we
there.
do
just-
keep that driving lane.
No, I know, but
Mhm.
it just keeps people from veering off
Yeah.
into the park.
I don't want to completely take away the golf carts coming down
So
to
I
the
don't
park and
think you
enjoying.
have to put anything up
area.
because we have all those tents from the vendors that are kind of making a
Kind of
line
set up
there.
along this side
You
here
know what I'm
anyways.
saying? So you have that drive through and then all those vendor tents are on that side, kind of making a wall. so
Mhm.
people can't drive
Well,
in
yeah,
there.
because then the next thing is if we put a rope up there, then everyone's gonna have to try and find a way to get around the rope.
Yeah,
I would
I
say
don't-
just maybe just a sign even at the entrance over there, like.
Or
golf
maybe we
carts,
can just
please
put those
stick
stakes
to-
out here, no golf carts past this point.
Yeah.
We could do that. That's cheap.
I mean, like, the vendors kind of put up a fence for you.
No,
The way
yeah,
to-
I just
sense.
kind of,
Yep.
I started thinking about it. We do a rope, and there's gonna be people that have to crawl
Yeah.
or
I
climb
was
over
gonna
it.
say, maybe,
Yeah.
golf carts stick to this.
Yeah,
We'll
you
just
could
put-
leave little walkway openings every.
But
so
we'll
often
we'll
if
put
you
signs
want.
up every so often and just say golf cart's not at
Yeah.
this point,
Past this, yeah, I think that would work.
so. You good with
Anything
that,
else
Pete?
from us?
Yeah, I'm good with whatever. Yeah.
We
Make it
appreciate
work.
you guys
Yeah.
very, very much.
Oh, we appreciate you
Yeah.
guys for that
Oh, yeah,
weekend.
be
You guys do,
flexible.
well, not just that weekend.
Make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, we have some things coming up, like we got the Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
Hopefully, weather permitting, we can
We
get
get at the park.
at the park again. And then we'll have, the rummages, if you guys have
23rd,
seen that.
24th, 25th,
And then we're
then-
having a food trucks. We have 2 food trucks coming in that Friday of that. And then, we'll have bingo that Saturday to close out our weekend.
Cool.
So,
I don't think we have anything on our end that. I think it's just more or less what do you guys want from us?
no, just that donation request form, whatever. I'll fill it out and send it back to you.
It did come through.
What?
It didn't come through on that email.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll double check.
That's okay. I can print it out and rescan to you too.
Yeah.
No, but just know we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, keep up the good work.
You know, it's a thankless.
Yeah, if
It's a
people,
thankless-
want to join,
Yeah,
please let them know,
everybody
cause it's
can-
Kathy, Lori, Janae and I.
Tyler?
One more thing you can do, sure.
know.
Ah,
Time's tapped.
Okay.
Thank you. I didn't scroll down far enough. I'll fill that out and send it back to you.
Very good.
Thank you
We'll
guys.
be back
you,
in a
guys.
few months once we
Thanks.
start getting a schedule all put together.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
See ya.
Guys.
See you
Good
later.
night.
All right, we'll move on. Nobody else from public time, so we'll move on to fire department report.
We had 6 EMS calls, 1 EMS training and meeting, 1 firefighter training and meeting, and 1 fire call. We put on a new firefighter just last week, Austin Stover. He lives over on First Street, Van Herdy's old house.
Oh, okay, I heard you use that one point in time talking about, you know.
He's got a lot of experience. He's already certified firefighter 1 and 2. He's a EMT, all that stuff.
Awesome.
Where'd he come from?
He come from the Mulbridge area.
Oh,
Oh, great. Anything, you guys, to the fire department? Okay. Move on to Banner Associates Engineer Report.
Weston?
Weston.
He's in a different town.
Are you under a chair?
Is there anything that you want to add on this, Pete? This engineering report, or we just make it readable homework here?
I think that you want that on the engineer report. No.
You guys good with that? You guys have any questions on that? I guess.
Final plan submitted tomorrow, looks like, for 4th Street here.
Yep.
It's going to be submitted tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
So then they want to have the bid date. It's going to be April 15th.
Yep.
Okay.
and the DOT will bid that out, so it won't happen here like it normally does.
Gotcha. The DOT will put that
DOT
out. for you.
will,
Okay.
in their deal.
Yep.
Which is
Okay.
different than we've never. Normally we have the bed letting right here.
So that could bring in different contractors.
It will potentially
Let's just hope it's done,
if we get a good bid.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
Or good bids.
I think you'll have a lot of people bidding it. Just knowing the bid climate right now is not the greatest. There isn't a lot out there. So
Yep.
I think you're going to have a lot of people that are just grabbing work as
Yeah.
it comes. So it should be good. I think it's in our favor.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of think about that too, April 15th, the guys that don't really have work or holding back on stuff or going.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, now we gotta get something now.
Yeah. No, I think
If
it'll
they
be
missed a couple bids, they're gonna be cheaper.
True.
correct. If they've lost out on a couple, they're going to be going, okay, we need to get something. So let's go. let's go get this one and close to home.
Okay.
Yep.
Move on to review and approve to, you got anything to add on that, Don? With the engineering report?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. I'll go on to approve the 26 slurry seal contract and asphalt surfacing.
Do we need to approve the lighting?
What's
Yeah,
after?
coming up.
That's coming up. That's third.
Okay, I just seen it on,
I have a question
The
about the
engineer
slurs for, and that is, are we gonna fix the spots? Are we gonna just slurry over the top of them? that
We're
we-
gonna try and fix the
That was our
spots.
plan this year,
Yeah.
is instead of bouncing all over and fixing, trying to get, we're gonna try and
to concentrate on the routes
concentrate
we're
on, I
doing.
mean, if there's one that's outside of our slurry seal,
Yeah.
it needs real attention, we're gonna probably grab that attention. But our main attention is gonna be everything that's in the slurry seal. I mean, granted, we're not gonna be able to do,
I'm not gonna promise we're gonna get all of them, but we'll try and get as many as we can. That's how I got the city broke out for slurry seal. So the green, everything in green will be for this year,
26.
and then yellow is 27. Now,
Okay.
this can be moved around at any time. It's not like,
It's not locked in stone.
you know,
So is there any spots in there that really need,
there is
Addressing?
Charles in front of Monty Koopman's truck shop. The road's getting pretty shitty there. And then there's some issues up here by the park on Iowa for sure. And then that spot on Fifth Street, just to the east of Minnesota, that Tyler complains about every year.
yeah,
Finally.
So them spots.
is that where
are
you live?
going- The
Oh,
biggest
that
problem
one
is
section
there's
is so
only so many
bad.
dollars in street repairs. Like, I think we
Right.
budgeted what, 100,000 or whatever.
And
Yeah.
then you-
That ain't gonna fix all the spots.
No,
And-
no.
I don't know if you guys have seen the TLP parking lot or not. but
It's
we're gonna
really,
have
really
to do
bad.
Something with that this year, and we haven't budgeted anything for that.
I'll tell you what,
It's gone. The parking lot is like,
if
it's
those garbage
lush.
guys come over there one more time and park in that damn lot, somebody ought to
So,
give them a
Well,
fine.
Chester School Bus does the same thing.
Yeah.
They've ruined that one spot where they pull in every day.
Yeah,
so here's a question for the time being. Do we just do a full depth mill? And just blend the asphalt into the gravel
Pack it and leave it.
and pack it and leave it?
I don't know.
You know, is that something to do for a couple years until we can get the funds to come in there and fix it right?
I don't think you're gonna like that, because then you're gonna track all that across the street into the hall.
Going to the
And you
hall.
have these wet, events during a wet year or whatever. But we definitely, it's a tripping hazard now. I mean, if we don't do something, if someone falls over there, we're gonna get sued.
Can we, would Double H give us a bid estimate?
Yeah, I'm sure they would.
Just to give us an idea, and then we know what we've got. Obviously, it's probably gonna be out. We're gonna have to put it out for bid letting. I'm sure it's gonna be over our dollar amount.
Well, and the worst part is what's the base like?
I'm sure it's crap.
Oh,
That's why it's
it's-
falling
I
apart.
mean, so we're just gonna do a giant Band-Aid, is the problem.
Yeah. You know, I mean, asphalt needs a base.
Mhm.
Concrete can get by without a base. Well, less of a
to a
base.
point.
To a point. You know, if there's one little soft spot, concrete will span it. Asphalt, if there's a little
Here's
soft
the other
spot.
deal. Do you do maybe take like a 20-foot section all the way across and just do concrete every year? Just keep. till the
Just
whole
keep
parking lot's
adding?
Done. I don't know. The bad spot's right up against the curb, or
No,
the.
that's not a
the
bad
gutter.
valley
idea.
gutter.
Probably,
Yeah.
what you're saying, Pete, is probably what we can afford every year versus asphalting the whole thing.
The problem is you're going to have to pour it thick with trucks going in there.
Well, keep them off.
6 inches at least.
No, I bet you're going to push 8.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't we look at that
At the concrete portion.
concrete? I think we do that. That's a better route. Anyways, that's a long term. And then we just do it every year because you can't asphalt little sections every year like we can with concrete.
I mean, you can, but it's just not. If you don't have a base, it's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
The problem is to go in there and do concrete, you need room. So you're gonna have to pull some asphalt to the other side, which whether you leave that gravel or you know, you just fill in where you got to cut to get the room for forms and whatnot.
Right.
And then you got to worry about water. We'll have to make sure the cracks stay sealed in it. You know, when you add your next section.
I think we can get some pretty competitive bids with concrete too. We advertise that one out correctly.
Mhm.
What do we want to do this year? Can we do anything this year?
Now we're gonna have to do something this year, whether we just put a patch over it, asphalt patch over it or something. 'Cause right now
It's the whole parking lot.
it is. a whole
It is.
lot.
Well, why don't you put something together for us on that, Pete? What you wanna do?
I'll talk
Give us
to-
a couple options and then.
I would love to see a concrete
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
because that's a 40-year fix, 50-year
If it's
Maybe.
done right, yeah.
if we do it correctly, and then we won't have to ever worry about it for a long time.
Why don't you conduct a plan with it ultimately being concrete?
We use it enough.
So
Fire station uses it.
Oh,
put something together with
GLP.
a Band-Aid
Yeah,
for this
be
year.
that parking lot across the street.
yeah, across the street. Yeah,
Put something together that's a Band-Aid this year with some fix. And then our ultimate goal with the concrete. And then we can go off of that.
The sad part is concrete's probably not going to be much more expensive than asphalt.
Yeah, it's pretty competitive, you know.
Yeah.
I
Comparable.
think it's just because the equipment you need and everything you get in asphalt.
Yeah. I think asphalt prices just came up that much.
Well, they're gonna go up too with the price of fuel going up too.
Yeah.
With the
Mhm.
war, so.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that being said, that's that deal. We still gonna.
When do they want to do the slurry seals?
They're-
Towards the end of this
Summer.
end of the summer, probably after they.
Like they did last time.
What are we doing in August, right?
Yeah.
So
Probably going to be after the rest of them.
Yeah.
are we good with that then? Can we get a motion to approve?
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Motion from Matt,
I'll second.
second from Larry, with the roll call vote. Thunder,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Line,
yes.
Andy Gort,
Yes.
Watney.
Yes.
And I think you gotta sign that medical awards or whatever.
That's about comparable to what it was last year
It's
too.
just a little bit higher. Last year it was,
360.
364 square yards. This year it's 380 a square yard. So, same company's gonna do the work this year we had last year. They got the bid again.
Was that Aztec?
Tech, yeah.
So I guess long term for you guys, if you can take a look at some of that and just see if it's beneficial or not. If you think it's worth doing, or do we keep going, or do we just, spend $100,000 on asphalt somewhere,
Well, I think we do at least one more year and see what we get out of it.
Well, at minimum, we need to be chipping the roads. And if this ain't that much more than chipping, this is going to give us a better product.
It's not that much more, and you get a little more life out of it.
Yeah.
So,
Because the biggest killer of asphalt is the oxidation of the asphalt. That's the main reason for
and
chipping.
there's a guy in Hartford that stopped last week, and he does crack sealing and stuff. So
Okay.
I might have him stop and take a look at some like Maine and some of them cracks, but that's another thing.
Who's
We didn't
that?
budget
Fourth Street,
anything.
we got some cracks again too.
We didn't budget for that, so it's, where do you draw the line, especially if we're gonna spend a bunch of money at TLP Hall
Mhm.
parking lot.
That money tree.
Who is that?
I'd have to look at his business card.
Okay.
Some new company or newer company in Hartford.
Okay, we'll move on to review and approve the First Street lighting layout. Anybody Anybody have any concerns or questions on this?
I had one maybe on this last light east of Minnesota on the north side of the road. It's kind of right at the water tower. I don't know, do we need a light right there?
On the north side of the road?
Yeah, right
Yeah,
at
I
the
think
water
that
tower,
is-
that last red dot at the bottom of the page in the bottom right corner.
It's continuing on.
Bottom.
Is there a
Okay.
plan to add sidewalk there? On our
Currently-
sidewalk plan?
No, currently not.
Okay.
But I'm just wondering
I
why
thought-
we've got a light there and not just one at the intersection.
Well, there's two of them right there in that little block, one on the north side and one on the
Yeah,
south.
which is kind of what we got now. We've got one here and there. It's kind of just reversed basically. But I don't know if, do we need that? Do we want to light up that next half block? You know what I mean?
'Cause
To
you
the
already got
east.
you already got a light by the water tower, don't you?
Well,
On the
at-
west
on that
side,
building, there
building,
is,
yeah, there's a
Yeah.
light, yeah.
but it doesn't do.
It doesn't do anything on
road.
the street.
Well, that's completely up to you guys, but that's one spot we could cut back if you want to save some dollars.
And you're saying the one on the south?
Right there,
No, the one on the
Yeah,
north.
yep, the one on the north side of the street
Closest
will
to
be
the
right in
water
front of the
tower.
water tower.
right there.
Well, I seen that and I was gonna ask that too. If there was future sidewalk plan to put a sidewalk right there on that side, then I would say, yeah, let's just go ahead and put the light in if we're gonna eventually put a sidewalk there, but
There's
maybe
not-
and maybe that needs to be added into our sidewalk plan. I have no idea.
Not in our plan right
Yeah,
now, and I don't
plan right
know, we,
There's obviously sidewalk
technically
on
the
the other
square
side.
right here is a little bit closer to the road, and that's where all the
Yeah,
electronics for the tower is for rural water, how they read our tower, there's a pressure valve in that box.
gotcha.
So that's how they know how full the tower is. But
Yeah.
So we could save one of our, or two of our lights and maybe put one of those lights there eventually, if needed be.
Right,
We can always put one of our lights here over there rather than spend the extra dollars for that.
right. So
Or-
I mean, it's completely up to you guys. If you guys want to light the street up just a little bit farther to the east, then we'll just leave it as is.
Cause there's businesses right across from there or potential.
Never be businesses there.
No.
It's residential on the south
Mhm.
side, and then
Yeah.
the city owns that whole half block where the water tower is
Yeah.
on the north side. So
You think of that vacant lot?
Yeah,
that's farther back. And that's on the
Talking about
west
Bowen's
side
lot.
of that intersection there.
that's right here.
Yeah.
On the south side there where that
Yeah,
little
that would be.
square is.
Yeah, maybe we don't want a light shining on a residential that, because these are gonna be bright.
Because he'll have one in that corner already on his lot. That Jim Quinn is gonna have one in his lot there.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Yeah, I don't think we need, now that I think about that, we probably don't want one shining.
Not that bright right there.
No, not like what we have, like our
Yeah.
Mercury lights through, or not Mercury anymore, they're LEDs. but
Yeah.
So that'd be the only
I
only thing that I saw when I looked at it. I'm like, yeah.
I agree with you, Pete. Let's remove that one. I mean, if you guys are.
Where's the next light going down that street or isn't there one?
The next light is at the next intersection at Iowa.
Which is about normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we remove that one.
So, and I think
Just that one.
this is probably
Yeah.
set up because the new standard, our lights are just in the intersections and
Yeah.
Colton, but the new standard is so many feet. It doesn't matter if it's an intersection or not. And I don't remember what it is, but it's like a half a block or whatever. They put a light pole in.
Okay.
So I think that's why this is like it is, because that's kind of the standard. So knowing that, I mean, just so you guys are aware of that, maybe that's why that's on the paper.
Yeah.
So I think we would remove that one.
So just take that one out.
Yep.
Mhm.
So I'll make a note on removing of that one. And then I think everything else looks,
So how many we're gonna wind up with then?
I think that'll be 12 then, because I thought you said we had 13.
3, 4, 5, 6,
12.
7,
12, yep, 12.
12.
Everybody good with that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everybody okay with the layout of the plan?
Yes.
Okay, that being said, the motion approved.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
So from Tyler, the roll call, Hunter,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Line,
Yes,
Moore,
Yes,
and Wanda.
Yep.
Okay. Motion passes. Move on. Minnehaha County Sheriff's Report. 71 hours.
Didn't print the call on.
Yeah, their hours keep increasing.
What's that?
Their hours seem to keep increasing.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
But we only pay a certain amount, right?
Yeah, it's contracted at the beginning of the year.
Mhm.
Then
Yeah,
they'll adjust
so-
it for next year.
I mean, they could have had their hours in and then got a call where they had to come spend 2 hours and,
Yeah.
you know,
Probably what happened.
I have a comment on, if you go down there about 10 times, there's guys who are always making out the reports. And they're not even looking at traffic, and that's the part that irritates me, because I've seen guys come, phew, and the guy is still sitting there, and I thought, what the heck?
Yeah.
That's not fair. I mean, goddamn it, if we're gonna be paying these people, excuse my French, but,
Well, I'll do
And
my
they-
part and see if I can't count. Would that be the
Well,
captain?
Mike Milstead's not working anymore, or he's gonna be retired here
Shortly
shortly,
return.
really wait for him to retire.
Yeah,
but
we'll talk about it.
What's that new guy? Josh? Is it Josh?
Josh Phillip.
Josh Phillips.
He's pretty decent. I haven't dealt with him.
There's a little connection.
Yeah.
He married Jenna Bowen,
Okay.
so she's from here.
That's why we're getting more hours.
Okay. Now we'll move on to property tax appeals are due Thursday, March 12th. Do you have any
Reminder, so far 4.
so far for it?
There
I-
may be
I need to look at
more
mine.
coming.
Okay. You're doing pretty good on time slots then. Are they pretty specific of what they want, or are you just lining them up?
I will line them up. As I get them in, I'll just slot them that way.
Okay,
First come, first serve.
because did we talk like if we needed to, we were gonna start early, like at 5, but if we're not, we're gonna start at 6 or
Yeah.
something like that?
I won't be here.
You gotta be here, Larry. Your firstborn if you're not.
You can
I was gonna say, starting at 5 o'clock, I probably won't be here either.
try finding me. I don't think they're gonna find me.
No, I just think if we only end up at 4, we'll be fine at 6, but if we start getting a lot, yeah, kind of move it ahead. We don't want to be here till 10,
Yeah.
No.
so, which can push them through pretty fast, but if we set them out in a time slot, you can't, doesn't matter how fast you push them out. I mean, what kind of, well, then I guess I mean, I think you only need a max 10, 15 minutes per 110 to get through them all, so. Wouldn't do no half-hour slots, so.
No, I think I was gonna do just 10.
I think that's what we did last year, but I think we did
I think
6.
10 or
Six,
15.
10.
Yeah.
Assessment
Um,
letter.
See if my taxes been stupid sky high again.
I did.
Did they?
So the equalization will be March 16th at 6 PM, relatively right now as it stands. Okay, then upcoming grant opportunities. Jonathan's been a lovely job putting this off.
Yep, so there's a lot of them, so if you guys want to read through them, and then if you want me to start sending any requests to Sean to help me with any of them. Like the TAP, see if I can find it, the TAP grant, I actually forwarded that one to the Colton Community Connected. And then next year, if we wanted to try to use that one to, if we're planning anything big for 130th and 28th, we can use the TAP grant for advertising for that.
So this community block grant, do we have to, are we even eligible? I don't think we can use our last year numbers. Can we? We'd have to send out surveys for income, so we wouldn't even be, that one's gone. Okay.
The only thing, and I talked to Don a little bit about it, not a lot, but if we could figure out a way to pay for a generator to sit behind City Hall for, so like if there's a power outage, that generator will just pick up the load here
It couldn't be through the Department of Homeland
Can't be
until
feasible.
we have a disaster,
Oh, yeah.
and then we can apply for it,
Okay.
Hmm,
and then maybe get it in 3 years.
So we need to
That
get-
soon?
So
Yeah.
so we need to get it after we get hit by the truck.
Yep.
So the other thing maybe we should do is, maybe I should talk to Zach Bussler, because we got that big generator on that trailer.
Mhm.
And I wonder if we should get an outlet back here so that if we lose power, say a winter storm comes through and we're gonna be out of power forever or for a long time, we could set that generator on the trailer back there. Because really, I mean,
Cause you got a generator at TLP Hall.
right, and
So-
so that's gonna kick on right away as soon as power goes out.
So,
So like I'm talking, if we have a disaster and we need like a command zone or a command place,
Center,
like
yeah.
where we're all gonna be in this room running for several days, trying to account for people and tracking the dollars and all that
Mhm.
stuff, we really need power. And it'd be way easier to be here than it would be at TLP Hall.
Correct.
Just because we've got the printer and the computers and the big
well, all the
TV and,
information's here.
yeah, so I mean,
I would ask Zach to size up what size generator we would need to run this building
mhm.
and then go off of that. Cause you'd be surprised at the smaller generators at what they can handle for a load.
And then you can
We
get-
don't have anything in here that's 240.
And then get
correct?
that on, what would you get that on?
No.
No, so everything's 110.
It'd be just AC if
Yeah,
If it happened during the
or-
summer.
So then that's
and then
one thing.
all the computer systems.
And
A
then
10 kilowatt generator, 9,000 kilowatt generator, probably
think at
run this
very
entire
minimum,
building.
Just to be smart about this, we should at least have a hookup on the building so that we can just wheel that
Yes.
generator over here. and
Reliance
run
makes a good plug. I have it on my house.
Before we get a,
So if we did get one, then we're looking at the natural gas, cause we're natural gas here, right? Or is this propane?
no.
No,
that's-
this is
yeah.
natural.
Yeah, so we'll get one on natural gas then.
And you can convert a lot of those from natural gas to propane real easy.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
So then they could just build a little box to put it in, set it up back, and
Speaking of natural gas, you and I and Don, we'll grab one council member. We gotta get that, natural disaster plan set up,
Oh, yep.
chain of commands, what's gonna happen, and then we can relay that to council, what everyone's role is in council and cause it's gonna, like I said, we talked about doing this for years. We're just having a command center if we had a natural disaster. So everybody's roles and,
Yeah, it should be set up and they just automatically fall into that.
well, we'd have to do test runs here and there and like just
We're working on trying to get Lindy Young to come out and sit here with the council and just kind of give, kind of how it looks and stuff. Just a broad overlook, nothing like super.
no, super. I think you and I and Don and the council member, we can get into the in-depth stuff and then,
They
Right
have a really good statewide tracking program that would be used during that too, crisis
Mhm.
track.
Hmm.
yeah, because like you said,
But yeah, I think I'll see if I can get with Busser and get some numbers put together for a generator. And then maybe what would cost temporarily right now to just get an outlet on the building that we can supply power to this building if we do get hit.
they're pretty reasonable. So it's just, it's more time than it is anything, just for him to hook it up.
but if you guys read through these grants and you see anything that you want to apply,
I think we've used a lot of these already, have we not?
And the small community transportation one, I think we should wait on that until we find out what the Safe Streets for All is planning for our community. Then we can tie in where they leave off. Like instead of just going to an area and getting sidewalks or walking paths and stuff, we'll be able to tie into what they're going to do for us or help us with. So that'd be a good one to keep for in the future.
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, council, don't be afraid to ever be like, hey, I'd love to apply for this grant. So. Okay. Move on to designated Dakota STEM delegate and alternative alternate in the meeting Friday, March 27th.
So right now, you are the delegate,
Yeah.
Trevor, and you're the alternate.
Mhm.
Are we okay with you doing it that way.
If anybody else wants on it.
What's this entail?
Community, community main stem, we became members of that. So you have to have a,
We were in the process of trying to get a water main from the river west to all those
This is
communities, East River.
this is different from the
But it-
Lewis and Clark.
we're
It's kind of like that, but this is the beginning
25,
process.
30 years out from it happening, but it's just, we just started the process here.
If anybody, if any of you would love to be on it, you're more than welcome to jump on it.
27th?
Well, no, to be the delegate, or
Oh,
if anybody would like to be the representative for the
You
city.
you gotta have in writing the, either the delegate or the, what do you call the other one?
Alternative.
Alternative. Otherwise, if you attend a meeting, you can still go to the meeting, you just can't vote. So you have to, your name has to be on that list or it'll let you vote.
I wouldn't mind doing it, I suppose, being that should be retired pretty close to that time.
You want to be on it?
I think I might.
Do you want to be the delegate or you want to be the alternate? Pete, do you want to go to these?
I've been trying to do the Zoom ones, so
I mean, do you have anything, would you want to be the main? And then,
Larry can be the main one.
Okay.
I'll just be the fill-in guy.
And where they normally at? Sioux Falls?
They're normally
Here?
online.
they're normally online.
Normally
online?
they're a Zoom meeting.
Oh, Zooms?
It's a
Mhm.
pretty
This
active.
one's our annual membership meeting. though.
And
Yeah, this
annual
is a
one will be
annual,
in person in Sioux Falls. So,
Oh, it's Sioux Falls.
They're a pretty active group.
but otherwise it's every month that they meet, but it's just a Zoom. They just email out a Zoom meeting and you just jump on. So
They're really active in emails.
Okay.
I get lost every day with them on it. I mean, it's like,
it's a lot.
it's a lot, so it's hard to like, okay, what do we? I don't know.
I've been finding myself just scanning or skimming through the emails.
I know.
Not,
It's like-
really-
Need to remain the authorized
Yes.
representative so that
And Pete's the alternate?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you want to be in there, Don, so
Yeah.
you have some authority.
Yes, absolutely.
we need a motion for those or just
Yeah, we can make
designate.
I mean, we can make a motion for it just so it's covered. We want to make a motion on that Larry is the delegate and Pete's alternative.
I'll make a motion.
Motion from Tyler,
I'll second.
second. All those in favor?
Right.
Those opposed? Okay. So there's no,
And I just threw that on there because their prices will be changing significantly, it looks like, for 2027.
For which one?
And it's a change of venue for the Valley.
energy at Tri Valley School.
Yeah.
Bring your bill, you get a free meal.
$25 off. Your next bill.
I think I gotta be there. Gracie got a scholarship for school,
Oh, there you go. Good for her.
like $1,500 or something.
Awesome.
Good for him.
Well,
Where's she going?
Watered.
Wotech.
Yeah, she's gonna take the RN program up there.
Oh, perfect.
Awesome.
Then she'll finish and I think she gets her RN there and then she goes to Brookings to get her bachelor's or whatever.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't follow it real close, but I'm just a driver.
And she'll get her LPN.
So they start with LPN and
Yeah,
then
and
second
then-
year, then it's an RN.
Yeah, and then finish all the programs with her.
Right.
Yeah.
Find her a apartment or a
Yeah,
house.
we already got one.
Did you?
Right across the freaking road.
Really?
Across the street.
That was the thing, something waited and it was like hard to find
It
one.
was.
And then I would say if she needs a job, get it right away, because someone's like, they ain't hiring anything out there.
Yeah. Yep, so where the diesel shop is on the south end,
Yeah.
she's right across the street to the east, that
Isn't that-
apartment there.
Not too far from where she's at. He's on that, was it August Street or
Is he?
something?
Yep.
So just hop, skipping and jump on there.
Yeah, so we're pretty.
You won't have any trouble getting a job, that's for sure.
Yeah. She'll do good.
Okay, we'll move on. SDML District Third Annual Meeting will be Tuesday, March 24th from 6 to 8 at the Plattsburgh County Warehouse and Event Hall in Lenox, South Dakota. Well, I should probably get to one of these. So I haven't been to one for, got just a year since we've been to one. I don't think Oh, no, that's a prime rib dinner. There a long, long time ago. Does anybody want to attend one of these at all, or? No,
I'm gonna go to that.
you're gonna go to that one.
Where is it at? and When is it?
Lennox.
Lennox, March 24th. It's on here. She's got it on your
In the front page.
front page.
Oh, front page.
She's got it all written on there. So look
What
at,
I-
I in the reports.
Let's do this over here.
So if you want to, is that a reservation one?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Is that just members or is that spouses too? Do you know?
That I don't know. Their email didn't say.
Didn't say. I'm guessing it's just probably
So
city
maybe you'll
officials.
have to. You might have to confirm just the.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Move on. We already talked about community connected. Reviews citizens' concerns regarding sewer backup. So with part of that jetting that you've seen on the Roto-Rooter come out on the plains there. The homeowner did try to take the steps right away and call the plumber to come out there because they had sewer backing up into their property. On top of the plumber doing some investigation, that's when he noticed that he thought it was coming from our end. He popped the manhole and looked, and
I got called a week ago Saturday in the morning from Travis Helvig. Said, hey, we got a plumber out here, our sewer backed up, and our plumber snaked our line, and it's still not going down. It's coming up through the it's coming into the house. So the plumber went out and pulled the manhole and seen that the manhole had 3-4 feet of water in it. And he said, so we kind of feel like maybe your main's plugged, your sewer main's plugged. I'm like, yeah, if there's 3 or 4 feet of water in the sewer main, it's plugged at our end. I called Roto-Rooter. We went down and got unplugged, and then it was still plugged in theirs. So we went into their house and put one of them little balls, like pressure balls or whatever, and just blew some water down there, and then it opened up. So yeah,
but prior to that, he had a plumber call.
So
And it was on our end. He just asked if we were willing to cover the plumber expenses on coming out there when it was on our end. And I just said,
plumber had the toilet tore out, and they had their little, what do they call that thing? Auger thing in there, trying to get it opened up, thinking that it was their line, and it really wasn't nothing to do with their line at all.
passes around, here's the bill.
What happened on our end?
I don't know. We jetted it. It was really full of solids.
Yeah, what
Like
is
there's a lot of solids in there, and they struggled to get through it initially. They finally got through it. I had them come back today with their big jet truck because that day it was super cold, so they wouldn't bring the big truck up just because they don't bring that out when it's below freezing. So we cleaned it today, and it was still pretty dirty. We pulled a lot of stuff, solids out of there. So I think there's a couple of sags in that line, I know, but they did say when they ran their big jetter up today, they did hit something. It like stopped, they pulled it back a little bit, and it kind of clunked, and then it took off again. So maybe there's some tree roots in there.
Right.
They had their tree root bit on, so as they pulled back, they cut. If there's tree roots there, they cut them out. But we didn't see any because it just didn't see any. But,
That was line there, wasn't it?
mm,
No. Okay.
no.
So I guess the ultimate question is, do we want to leave that homeowner with the plumber bill, or do we want to take care of it?
No, I think we should take care of it.
Yeah, I agree.
Since, like I said, talked with Jared, I said, at least they took the proper.
It could've
tried
been a
to-
lot worse.
Did we camera it at all?
Not
Or-
yet, no.
Okay. I was saying prior to it being plugged. guess.
It's been cambered in the past, but not recently. It's probably been 4 or 5 years.
Well, yeah.
It's been cambered.
I'm just curious if were they flushing stuff that they're not supposed to flush?
That, I didn't see any of that.
Okay.
Normally that starts showing up on the benches.
Typically, yes.
And I didn't see any like flushable.
Okay, yeah, like wipes or paper towels is a big one.
A lot of
But
people
it
think-
could have been anybody down that,
If it's down in on the manhole.
Right.
yeah.
That's where I said, like I told Pete, I said, at least that first took the initiative and not just call us and say, hey, it's sewer's backing up.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know,
don't, I wouldn't think that they would, I know who it is and I don't think they don't have kids or anything. As far as I know, right?
Well, they got a couple kids.
you got little kids.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
thinking of somebody else then.
Yeah, Don Whaley's old house.
Oh, yeah.
Ariel lived.
Yeah. I don't know what
So
you're talking about.
I guess
I'll make a
you
motion.
may pay it.
I will.
Okay, motion from Larry.
Do we need to wait? I don't think we can, pay it until next month.
Well, it's on the
Done that.
computer.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Review citizen
Sorry.
concerns regarding sewage back.
You're correct if it wasn't on there.
yeah.
Right,
My
right.
brain is already starting to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a motion from
It
Larry.
is Monday.
So who made this, did anyone make a second yet?
I'll second.
Second from Matt. Do a roll call. Thunder,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Vanderhorst,
Yes.
Wanik.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
Was that the only one?
That was the only one.
Okay.
Luckily,
I thought,
Who made the motion?
Yeah, the
Larry.
other one never came back.
luckily it wasn't worse and it flooded more and we had damages.
right. Well, right. Well, just, you said backups on here, so I thought there might have been more than
Somebody else had
one.
come in, but it was different neighborhood, different issue.
Oh.
So, and he
Not
never
the
brought
one.
his.
Oh,
So there was potentially another one.
It was not roto-rooted.
okay.
Sounds good.
Moving on, quote for annual sewage lining cleaning from Roto-Rooter.
So in the past, we used to do so many feet a year, just preventative cleaning on the sewer mains. We haven't done it now for about 4 years. So with this issue here over the last week, it might be time to maybe start like an annual, do so many feet and just rotate through the town. And there's two things. It helps keep your lines clean, but it also, if the Danner comes in, if we have a backup and they call someone higher than us, we can tell Danner, well, we've been taking preventative measures. We've been cleaning our lines on an annual basis. So it makes it so that we're not as liable as if doing nothing, you know. Roto-Rooter will do two things. They'll do per hour rate, which is $495 an hour. Or you can do, if you do 5,000 linear feet, it's $1.55 a linear foot is what they quoted me.
$1.55.
How much was it for a month?
$4.95.
$4.95 an hour.
Per hour? And what was the other one?
It'd be, they want, the minimum is 5,000 feet. Now, he said if it's 4,500, it's 4,500, but it's $1.55 a linear foot. And that's to clean it with the big vac truck. So they'll run the line up about 2 or 3 times, pull it back, run it up, pull it back, and then they have their vacuum there to pull up any solids, so you don't just keep pushing it down the line.
So how many lineal feet do you think we?
Well, I just put just did some figuring, and I've already, we could do 5,000 a year and pretty easy.
Well, I'm
How
looking
many
at
blocks?
5,000, some more controllable cost point.
This is still what, 10 grand?
About 7,800.
Yeah.
But
So
I'm
how
just
many
saying if we
blocks?
go by an hour, we don't have no control.
12 blocks.
12 blocks?
You know what I mean? So if they run into an issue, we're stuck on the hour.
This right here is the north, or excuse me, the southeast corner of town, and that's about 5,000 feet is what I just map quested or whatever.
Okay. Don't you guys agree? I mean, would you rather do the 5,000 or would you rather do the
This
hour?
is the park right here, the ball.
I don't know what they can do in an hour,
So
so.
just be that
I'm just saying.
Well, if
southeast
they're not
corner,
very dirty, they can
and
fly,
this is behind the.
You can get a lot done in an hour.
and they can get a lot done in an
And then
hour.
Next year, we'd maybe go over here.
I mean,
do a chunk. and
I
then
can
the
keep,
following
I
year go
can
over
clean a
here.
24-inch culvert
Mhm.
that go, 40 feet long in 2 hours.
Mhm.
But if it's completely plugged or 3/4 plugged, it's taken me all day to do that same culvert.
Mhm.
So I mean, since we haven't done it in a while, and there could be a decent amount of solids,
That's why I'm saying that we have the control over the lineal foot.
yeah. The question is, I mean, we should be able to skip where they've
Yes.
done the lining projects.
Yep, and that's on my map that I kind of did everything from behind, City Hall here.
Yeah.
East and south,
Okay,
and minus what we've lined, because what we aligned should be clean, just.
fairly clean.
So it'd be basically everything like this, the southeast corner from here that way is what I figured about 5,000 feet,
Okay,
minus the, like Park Avenue, we lined all that, so we wouldn't clean that again. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to do that.
and what, we're going on 6 years on Main and First?
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Mhm.
7.
You know,
So I'm
so,
just starting
Yeah.
kind of out that way, we'll work our way, because everything runs that way, so you start at the top, just kind
Yeah.
of work your way to the bottom, more or less, so. But that's my thoughts anyways. Someone else has a better one.
Do you think we can get when do they want to start? Do you think we can get an actual written quote from them?
We can, yeah, but they'll do whatever. But that's just what it is right there. He just told me that's what it is, so I just wrote it down. So,
you said $1.55, right?
What are you guys okay? You guys just agreeing to it, or
the
you guys
biggest
want a
thing
written
is he
quote?
wants to see, like, if they're gonna do it with that $1.55, he wants to see 5,000 linear feet. But he said if it's 4,400 or 4,500, he says I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. So
Yeah, he just wants the quantity. He doesn't want to do
Right.
100 feet.
yeah,
If he's gonna come up here and do it, he's gonna want
Yeah.
to make it worth the trip, make it worth the sleep.
So my question is, would you run it down below and then work up? Or would you do here and work down?
I'd probably start at the top, and work my way down.
Okay, that was my question, because there's two ways of looking at it.
Mhm.
Clean
Definitely.
this,
Yep.
because then if this happens, then this already is clean, so then it'll go through.
Mhm.
I guess that was my question.
You guys will. Well, I mean,
I think we get a quote, just a
written quote.
written
Well,
quote.
This is I mean, other than having it on a piece of paper, that's the numbers right there.
Yeah,
If you want to do it, it just, we'll do it, or it's just a matter of, do you want to do it? Do you want to do the 5,000, or do you want to just do the hourly rate? So.
I think we do 5,000.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if they run into any problems,
Mhm.
hourly rate can get expensive.
Mhm.
And if they haven't been cleaned in a while, it could take a little bit extra time.
Yeah, we kind of quit doing it when we were doing all this cured in place piping, and then I don't like cleaning sewer mains. I just hate it because these older houses aren't plumbed correctly. So when you jet a sewer line, it pushes a little bit of air into their system, and then it bubbles out in the floor drain or the shower, one of the two. So, and there's nothing, you can't stop it. It's just there's not, with the plumbing in them houses,
Mhm.
it doesn't let the air go out like the new plumbing, like the new houses do.
And then
Maybe
that,
Larry probably knows more about that than I do, but
Well,
And
and
then-
then sometimes what has happened in the past, 10 years ago, a guy would come in and then he wouldn't make a real nice connection here. So what happened is they just shove a piece of pipe in there, throw some concrete around it, and that was it. Then we wonder why we have roots. You don't have the right adapter that you glue on there, and then you attach it in here so there no roots go in. And that goes by there, and boom, you got crap running up the doggone sewer line toward the houses.
well, that's that, and then just the vacuum that those things put on the line, it sucks everybody's P-traps
Oh,
dry.
yeah.
it absolutely will. It does help if you take the manhole lid off, the upstream manhole. That does help, but it doesn't completely solve it. So
So do we want to send a notice out?
we'll have to, if we're gonna do it, we'll have to send something to these residents that we're gonna work on, just so they know that, okay, this is what's gonna happen.
Okay, so by that, we're good with the $1.55 quote. We do 5,000 lineal feet.
Roughly, I
We'll
mean,
call it up to 5. I don't wanna go over 5 because we wanna spread this out, you
Yeah,
know, so
we'll do it.
we're
over
not
time.
doing more than we have to.
You
Like
just,
every year,
Okay.
just kinda,
you just draw off the map sheet and
Yeah.
Kind of like the slurry seal. Just
yeah,
do it in
do
sections.
a
and-
quadrant and then move to the next one.
Okay, with that being said, can get a motion to approve the $1.55 up to 5,000 square feet or lineal feet.
I'll make a motion.
Motion from Julie. Second,
I'll second.
second from Watnick. Roll call, Bunger,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Randy Ford,
Yes.
and Watnick.
Yes.
Passes. All right, so then we got Dakota Magazine advertising rates. Do we want to put anything in Dakota Magazine for Colton as an advertising?
It's expensive.
It's expensive. We talked about it, and then
Yeah.
Don and I talked about it, and it's like, gosh.
I would like to, but gosh, dang.
for
The
the,
rates are terrible, to be honest with you.
well, it's like for anything to be actually noticeable, you'd have to do, you know,
Mm.
Quarter
quarter
of
page.
the, at minimum. And then you're talking, what's the 6? So you'd get 6 issues for $465 an issue? For each
Well, I suppose-
publication, each
yeah,
one
because
every
that-
month. I'm assuming they do it once a month, South
Yeah.
Dakota Magazine.
Yeah, it does.
So that's $465 every month.
Each time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, March, April, May, June, July, and August is when it would be there.
Yeah, so, I know, we talked about it. And put that away.
Yeah,
We'll move on to, the turf machine. We're gonna hold off on that yet too. I got, a person that's willing to purchase it if the numbers come in right, and we're still, I think we wanna do this one. I think we wanna do that. I mean, I guess, the other one, I guess I can have them purchase if we wanna do the film machine. We just wanna order this one,
I think we wanna order that one.
and then the
probably for
other
now.
one,
That Beacon Athletics, I've done business with that company. This Corey is the sales guy that reached out to me in the past, so I've got a relationship somewhat with him. As far as like, what do we do if something breaks, or, you know, or that other company is actually out of state, or out of country.
this Aero Sweep, they're from Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Sure, it's a great machine, but
Hello, man.
Well, it's
Yeah.
probably all the same, I'm guessing, but I don't know, this is all gonna be a learning curve for us this year, so.
You're right.
We've never dealt with synthetic turf, so
I have to go down under to get pots.
hopefully you guys will still talk to me at the end of the year.
Hey, you.
To start with phosphorus.
okay,
And I've looked at some magnets, you can get a magnet for like 350, 400 bucks.
okay.
Out of Rangers.
So I think, I guess as a city, we should probably order this one. The other one that's more of a broom that supposed to. Our biggest thing that Pete and I have been talking about is this substantial enough for what we need on the field? Because what we got told is we need, 1, a sweeper to collect the debris, 2, a deal that fluffs it up and like fluffs the rubber back up and kind of. I mean, this kind of says it does it, but we just don't know.
Right.
So I know we talked about this last month. The one that kind of fluffs it back up again, right? Brings those rubber crumbs back to the top, kind of levels it all out. How often did they say we needed to do that? Does anybody remember?
Once, maybe twice a year, once a year.
Once a year? Is that something that we could just call and have somebody contracted to come do it?
I don't know.
And then we get this sweeper obviously to keep leaves off.
Yeah, and that's more for like removing debris.
Yeah, that's going to be an probably every week maintenance thing that you can just do when you're prepping the rest of the fields.
Exactly.
But then as far as having the other machine come out, hey, end of the season or maybe mid-season, if it gets real bad, we can just call and say, hey, can you come do this?
That company in Rapids that installed it, If they have any info on maybe the,
That's what, they're the ones that sent that info over on that broom, that big broom sweeper thing.
I wonder if they have,
Like the next thing that Pete and I were talking was like, nice thing about this, we can find a spot to store this. Another one, we gotta figure out where we're gonna put it.
Yeah, so
I
you're
wonder
looking,
if they would have like, know of a company that does that kind of stuff.
We could ask.
Come
There
on.
aren't that many people that have this type of turf.
Mm.
So it'd be kind of hard to come up with
Garrettson
something.
School would.
Garrison.
Or maybe like them soccer fields in Sioux Falls, see how they deal with
Um,
Did the Tri Valley turf theirs? Their softball field?
that.
is that grass
Yeah, I think
instead?
that's grass.
What about their football field? Is that grass?
so
That's
the
grass.
Sanford Sports Complex.
Yeah.
I know the maintenance manager that does all the work there. I can ask
Maybe
him
you should have a conversation with him and see what they do.
and see what
See if he would be
he would
willing to,
recommend, or
be willing to contract.
Well,
I
I'd
have
be
no
curious
idea.
to see what
I can ask.
Garrettson School District does, because they got that turf football field. And it's outdoors. You know, what do they do to maintain that football field?
I'll give them a call and I'll ask them, see if they'll tell me. I should be able to talk to their maintenance people.
I would think so. I mean, that would probably be one of the more relevant, you know, the sports complex is great, but you're not getting debris like you will here.
Well, the thing is too, is like, I'd like to know the usage, like the hours used on the field. How often do you have to like, hey, if you have 20 hours on that field, you need to refluff that rubber. If that's a deal,
Yeah.
then we need to purchase our own.
Yes. Yep.
You know, but if it's like, hey, then it's not a big deal, just, you know, at the end of the year or beginning of the year, refluff it, then is it something that we're willing to spend 7,000 on?
Right. Then have to house it and. do the
How, because it's like a little
maintenance.
trailer thing. I mean, you guys seen the pictures of that one, right?
Yeah, to see if you can talk to your contact
Yeah.
down there and I'll see if I can get hold of
Yeah.
someone in Garrison.
But regardless, we need to get something to clean the field.
Definitely need
call
something because we got leaves and all kinds of stuff out
So
there.
the other thing that like that company that sold the turf, you know, all they had was like the Home Depot lawn sweeper. They had that, and then they had the deal that fluffed it up afterwards.
so this is the sweeper you were wanting
This
to
is what
purchase,
we're
and
looking
this
at.
is what you
like
would
a
just
drag.
pull behind a mower.
It's like a drag.
Yep.
I don't know if there's a video of it, but it's
Yeah.
pretty much like steel bars that sit down on the ground. So everything, you're not trying to sweep anything, it's just grabbing it. And
Mhm.
throwing it in.
Scoops up whatever it comes across and kind of flips back into that bag or whatever. And then
Yeah.
when that's full, you just dump it. But
Okay.
Like I said, this is a learning curve for all of us. so
yeah. Yeah. Well,
Regardless, we'll have to be there. Yeah, I just don't. Pete and I are, I guess, ultimately hoping that this is actually satisfactory enough that we don't even have to do the fluffer, like buy that deal. That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, and I have no clue about turf. I mean,
And maybe it's one of those deals where this will suffice for a couple years, 3 years, and then maybe we find somebody that can come in and bring their
yep.
actual machine in and do
Right.
it for us. But I'll
I
talk to that
contact
guy.
or I have a person that's willing to purchase the deal for us. You know, if the price comes in right, maybe city just buys this. I contact that person. I'm like, hey, this is what we need. Are you willing to buy that? And then we're covered either way.
Yeah.
Or they're willing to pay half of it and we pay the other half.
Sure.
If we can figure out what other people do, that'd be a starting point for us
Yeah.
to know.
I mean, we got told from the turf company that you need this and that, but you know, they're gonna give you 110% of what you need to do to cover
Is
it.
there a warranty?
Well, I'm sure there's somewhat of a warranty.
So, I mean, that's something we'll have to consider too. Like
And we did get
the Colton Friends of
PO.
Baseball, are they gonna want us to, hey, no, like for warranty purposes, we need to
Well,
do
we
this
gotta
once
look
a
at it
year
right
or
now.
or
Colton Friends of
whatever.
Baseball is doing this. It's our field now, and we have to take care of it.
Right.
You know,
Well-
they're gonna keep improving, but we need to maintain what we're doing.
I think we should ask have Austin look into the warranty, what that is. And
Yeah.
if there's a requirement that we need to do that every
2 months or
whatever, you know, during active season of use, I think we need to at least try to meet that number
Yeah.
if we can.
And then like, Don
For warranty
saying,
purposes.
we did insure that field too.
Okay.
We put insurance on it, so.
Do we
And
have
the one
insur-
thing that was actually kind of, we talked about it and we asked the companies like, I mean, we kind of thought about like wind and stuff like that, and it was actually, the flooding was the biggest concern.
Oh, sure.
the rubber floating away?
No, it was all the debris going down into the drain tile and the mud and all that can
Plug it up and
plug it up and you had to get it out. And when I guess I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Never thought about that.
Hmm.
Cause you go, so you guys tear a field, the field tears, you can go and patch it and fix it, but it's the underneath.
I've never seen the infield flood, but the outfield sure likes to hold water.
But you know, just if for some reason,
Knock on wood.
knock on wood, then get a whole bunch of dirty
Yeah.
water, mud on that thing.
So is there insurance on it now?
Yeah, there is now. It's covered now. So. Okay,
But, you know,
With
so
that
we
being
do need to
said,
probably
which
move
one
on
did
that
you-
then.
yeah, which one did you want? Did you?
Well, I think we should use that guy that is more local, this guy
Beacon?
from Beacon.
Okay.
That Corey, I got his email right here.
Prices.
a double.
Okay, with that being said,
And I think, is that what about the maps? So we got an account there, right? So we got active event. So
with that being said, we get a motion to approve the purchase of this field maintenance machine from Beacon. The amount of $39.50.
39.50.
I'll make the motion.
Motion from Larry. Get a second.
Hold on 1 second. Which one was? What was this? Sorry, what was this other one here?
It's all the same. It's just the different brands.
And that one was only 6 foot. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff. in
Well,
here.
I don't think we want necessarily too big of one either.
I think that 8-footer would be perfect
But we don't want like a double.
now.
It'd be too.
Okay.
It'd be too hard to.
Cause you can hook them together. and
I think you
pull
do want a
2 of
double,
them
yeah,
together.
Well, I was just looking at this thing here and was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of neat. I don't know, you could probably get a lot of work done with that thing, just
Yeah, but
in
I
the
think-
essence of saving time if there's not much cost difference.
What do we want? I think that's more beneficial to like a football field. I think when you're doing a circle 8 foot, it won't take no time to. Then.
And so, yeah, Pete, yeah, what are you
Yeah.
thinking?
No,
If
it's
fine.
no different than our drag. Our drag is only 6 feet or something.
Yeah.
We used to drag it every.
I think it's
Okay.
coming
times a
down.
week.
Okay.
I guess my main thought on it is coming down to saving space, and now we got this big long thing that we're gonna have to.
Right. Yeah,
Put
I
on.
just, I mean, if we're gonna purchase something, let's just make sure we purchase the right one, just
Mhm.
the first time.
Yep.
As long as you think this is gonna be efficient enough and the essence of saving time. You do spend a lot of time out there.
Do I?
Well, somebody does.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about dragging that field no more. That's-
Right.
That's right.
I don't have to worry about spraying all the weeds out. I don't think you got to spray AgriLand, but not every 2 weeks you gotta spray it or the weeds just come
They just take over.
take over.
I got a motion from Larry, and you still need a second.
I'll second it.
Second from Tyler. Roll call vote. Lunder,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Vandy Board.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to geotech core sampling. So about a week ago, Tyler and I met with, and then one person from the Park and Rec task force. We met with, what was that pool? What
Park Lane Pools,
Park Lane
Weller
Pools.
Brothers Landscaping.
we met with them. Just kind of, we're not having them do anything, but we're just kind of setting up our premises of how are we gonna tackle this, where we start at. We're gonna start from boom, boom, boom,
They're doing
And I'm-
some consulting,
consulting,
basically pro bono.
which right now, yeah, we're not
Right
getting
now,
charged
so-
for. Because I'm not letting the task force go out and do any fundraising until we have a base and a plan of attack. We don't know what we need to raise. And they kind of think that we can get our pool back up to par and where it needs to be, range from that 200 to 300,000, maybe even cheaper.
Mhm.
But before we even start on anything, they want to know what we're truly dealing with. So what's the vessel, the pool gonna look like? What's the soil around it?
Is the integrity of the shell of the main pool worth saving at this?
We don't want to
point?
raise 200 and some odd $1,000 and started digging into this and go, crap, that vessel was no good. And then now we just ripped into a pool that now is completely junk.
Shot.
They're very helpful. The owner of Weller Brothers was there, and some of their top guys, and then Ross with Park Lane Pools that you met to come up that one time to give us kind of an idea of, did the pressure testing and all that. They're willing to help us. They didn't really say like a dollar amount, right? We're not to that step yet, but the consulting alone has been huge for them to even consider helping us. They did state that they do want to help us. We just don't know what that looks like yet until we have an idea of what we're even looking at.
And you gotta
So-
remember too, like our biggest thing is up here is it's just no different than someone building a house or building a commercial building. Your contractor has all the pull of all your subs. We can try to, we don't have any pull. I mean, the biggest thing Pete has is trying to get anybody up here to even look at this damn pool. So we kind of talked like, if everything's good, we want to stay with them, but regardless, source, we need to do some pore samplings. Pete and I talked, we don't know if necessarily we need to do all the way around outside the pool. I mean, that's up to you guys to decide. I think we do need to do some pore sampling of the vessel itself to see.
Yeah, we need to see what's underneath it.
Yeah.
To see what I hopefully, like, I mean, that's our biggest thing is what's this vessel like, you know? I think the soil around it, we should be able to get we have a general idea of what and if we're gonna dig all that out, we're putting it back with pink rock anyways, so.
Right.
My biggest thing, would they be willing to come up and tell us where they want the cores in the pool?
Did Geotech ask for that?
They didn't know, but. I
Oh,
don't know.
Geotech didn't say.
They said they do what, 4 bores or whatever. at
So
the
do they
pool.
want?
Oh,
and
I'm
gotcha.
talking about your guys, the pool company. Is there certain areas they want us to look at
Like
more
one of
than
them-
others? Cause I hate to drill a hole in the floor if it's not where they think it should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll ask Ross.
So if he can kind of tell, cause he's been there, he's seen the pool.
Yep.
So if he can say, yeah, I
Yep.
want 2 kind of here and maybe 2 here. Or
But
something.
did they talk with Park Lane Pools and Park Lane wanted pore samples, or is that just their minimum?
I think that's just what they said. I don't know.
Maybe
We
they
did
just
have
want-
a conversation with them, but I don't know. I wasn't in on that.
And see, just
conversation.
maybe see, do we need to do 4? Do we need
Okay.
can we just do 2?
I'm guessing they're gonna want 4.
At least 4.
So when they built our new shop, the DOT came up and they cored all 4 corners of that building. Because then you can see at all 4 corners
Mhm.
what the ground is doing.
Because
Because we had 2 of them that was really good and 2 that they had to over excavate 16 feet to get to solid gravel because it was all silt. So, you know, they could see that, oh, these 2 up on the west are good. The 2 on the east, we need to go deep and over excavate, rebuild back up. So I'm sure they're gonna want to do the same thing there, because you're gonna see all 4 corners, okay, it's all crap.
Yeah.
Or, okay, this side's good, but this side, you know, so they're gonna want to do all 4 corners on the outside the fence.
So you think we should do the soil borings plus the cores?
no. I mean,
And the core is just to see the strength of the actual shell.
Right.
And they're gonna want their certain locations there.
Yeah.
But the soil bore is what's gonna tell you whether or not the ground is stable, to see if it, you know, is worth the damn even sticking money into it just because of the movement.
So that's the biggest thing they said is if that pool is moving, the bottom of the floor is moving in any way, it's no good. And that's kind of what we're trying to determine here is if everything is stable, if it's not moving, if we can patch and fill those cracks and do a complete makeover of the current surface, you know, can we get another 50 years out of it? If it's not moving, it's very possible. But if underneath, if that ground is moving, things are shifting, it's no good. And we're looking at a full replacement at that point. And then you're into the whatever millions
Yeah.
at this
But they
point.
did say too, like, this does come out good. They do have a good guy that, not the
We'll replaster.
replaster it all.
Yes, he replasters probably every in-ground pool in the entire Midwest, so,
And then did
or
state-
majority of
And they did state, and this is no fault of Pete, I think it's just an inherited practice.
Yep.
If
I
we
was gonna
need
bring that
to
up.
leave water in the pool.
So we have to switch our,
Mm.
Pete will have to switch his practice
Mhm.
going forward of when we clean. So his cleaning will be in the springtime, before the pool opens, drain it, clean it, and then refill it. I think after this, we're trying to get these core samples done as soon as we can. And that'll give us an idea of what we need to do going forward for our fundraising efforts. But they will give us a quote to do some patchwork, to do a Band-Aid to open this season. So the pool,
Which we'd have to, so here's the other thing, on what Tyler filled off that.
Yeah.
Which we'd fill it. They'd go down there and dye test where some of these stuffs are at, that we could fix it a little bit. Then we'd have to
drain it
drain
again.
again and open it back up.
It definitely could use some work this spring. I mean, it's
Yes,
a
and-
lot of spots
But the
where
positive
you-
note that they did say, like, it was
Off.
pretty eye-opening and pretty shocking to me that with their price on it, when we talked about replastering this thing, we asked like, what do you think they can do? I mean, they didn't really bat an eye, like probably 40,000.
Mhm.
I was like,
and
well,
then
gosh,
About 30 to paint it, you know.
but I was like,
With a good epoxy.
I was like, gosh, that, I thought that was reasonable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's cheap, really.
And then he just said, yeah, leave the water in the pool because one, it holds the vessel, two, it's almost insulating. It's not letting the water go in there, freeze, crack, pop, anything else. So
When they say that, do they mean like full or just like?
below
below your
skimmer limit.
skimmers.
Because
So-
like we got our low point drains, they're only like that far off the floor in the low end. So it'd have to be below that, otherwise I couldn't drain the water out of the system.
We mean, so
Well,
it's just
you're
where our
piping.
skimmer lines come in.
Yeah, well, them are up on top,
Yeah.
but the drains are all,
You can leave the drain ones in there.
well, you can't.
No, you'll freeze.
That holds all the
you'll freeze
water
it.
and all your lines all the way around the pool.
So how far down?
You'll
is
have
that?
to,
That's only about that far off the bottom of the shallow end. So you'd have to be below that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be 6 inches below that.
Yeah.
And all in the shallow end.
you
Okay.
can't plug those and blow them out, or no?
Well, no, not, I mean, I have to dump 80 gallons of antifreeze in that system because the
Gotcha.
pipes all go like this. So I have to like force the water out.
Gotcha.
If I
Okay.
don't, then we end up breaking concrete.
They
Well,
don't
maybe-
self-drain is what you're
maybe-
Like
saying.
we did that one year.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll ask them, when we get to that point, what their recommendations on that. And maybe they have a solution for that.
Okay, now, what's the turnaround time on the samples?
The cores.
Cores,
They say, the geotech say when
They
they
didn't say.
come and do it? Okay.
I mean, well, we can get them on the list, they'll do it, but they didn't say as far as how long it would take to read the samples.
Yeah.
I mean-
Regardless,
To get the actual soil sample, depends on how fast the lab can process it.
yeah, 'cause we send in soil samples, but I didn't know, probably the same lab, but I'm just saying, but for them to get to it and do it,
Mhm.
because we're at March.
Yeah, but the soil samples will be for,
no, but she's just saying when they can get on here and actually take the samples.
oh,
Yeah, that's.
Not,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we can continue on like. we're
Correct.
done.
Right,
We'll-
we can-
after they're
we
done
can
with
go.
the coring and the samples,
Yeah.
then we'll move on to the patch phase, to
Okay.
putting a Band-Aid on
Yep.
it so we can get the season open. So I'll call Ross tomorrow, and I'll ask him these questions on how many get specifics that we can
Yeah.
relay that back to Geotech and then Pete can get it scheduled and have them come up if
Okay.
that's
So
what we
that-
want to do.
That being said,
Probably need to vote.
for the motion to be made,
Yeah.
we want to do the vessel and the surrounding soils around.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
we'll
think
need
what
to.
they recommended, because who did this came from Geotech?
Yep.
And did those guys talk to Geotech about this recommendation?
They had a conversation, I just don't know what it was, I wasn't part of that.
Okay,
It was a
so,
conversation between the two.
yeah. Then I would assume that what they're asking for from Geotech is probably what they talked about. The 4 outside, the 4 inside.
Uh,
And locations, that's
That's up to them.
that's up to Park
Geo-
Lane or Geotech.
It's probably up to Geotech would be my guess. They're gonna know where
Well,
they're gonna want to do it.
I'm sure they've done this before too.
Talk to your
But
Yeah.
guy. and-
I'll
and
ask
if
Ross.
If he knows that he absolutely wants like certain spots
Mhm.
cores, then we should be close to that.
yeah, because
Otherwise, we're just gonna do 2 up in the shallow end and 2 in the deep end,
So we're looking at
just to kind of get an average of what the surface area is.
$6,400 before tax to do all of it.
yeah, roughly. Well, 6,400 because we don't pay tax.
Thank you.
But I think we have to do this to know where we're standing on,
Yeah.
where our efforts are.
Well, and not only that, but it is also, so those soil samples, we can use those in the future if we ever put a new pool in. We're gonna know if that site is suitable for a pool.
Or a big pool or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at the soil and be like, it is sitting on mud.
Yeah.
Surprised the pool hasn't sank.
Yeah.
Nah, we better not put one there.
Yeah.
So I personally think it's probably a good idea to,
Yeah, it's a good investment for future planning.
yes.
Obviously, we need to know this before we can even start to fundraise any sort of funds to
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
replace,
Agreed.
repair.
Mhm.
We know where we stand.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys remember that when they did that pressure test, had nothing passed, nothing held pressure. So there's leaks on every line in that whole
Well,
thing.
all the skimmers and everything.
The skimmers are cracked and falling apart.
Yeah.
What did you say? How many gallons we're using an hour out there?
About 300.
An hour?
Nothing like keeping our water table high.
I think they said the plumbing would be relatively easy for them to do.
Yeah, the plumbing, then.
Obviously,
they
on the
said-
outside of the pool around.
And we talked about the, like
So-
the technology is now so far advanced, we don't
Yeah.
need all the filters that we have now.
Yeah, we don't even need that whole filter setup that's back there. We can downsize that and
That's
and-
deck space again,
yeah.
so, okay, that being said, we'll make a
I'll make the motion.
motion for all the core samplings and the pool and out.
I'll second.
Second from Julie, we'll do roll call, Thunder,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Randy Bort,
Yes.
and Waka.
Yes.
Okay,
I'll reach out to Sean, and then if you can just reach out to Parkland guy and just see if there's anything that he needs, like location or whatever.
I'll call them tomorrow.
Otherwise, we'll just do a generic 4 and 4.
Wherever Geotech wants to do it.
Yep.
Or whatever guidance there is there.
okay, we'll move on to RBS sanitation quote for the city cleanup day.
So they sent us one with the 5 of the 30-yard. They roll off.
Is that in you? Did you print?
I didn't.
Oh,
They
okay.
just emailed me.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
250 per box, so $12.50 total for the weekend.
That's pretty cheap.
Okay.
And we just need to set up the tipping day with the landfill.
Yep, and I'll get that done, because
Yeah, well, once you
Yeah.
need this to be approved to move forward. So, what relatively day or weekend were we looking at again?
May 1st.
May 1st, yeah.
May
For
Second,
drop it off,
that's
and then,
Saturday.
yeah, that Saturday is May 2nd.
Second and third.
So we can possibly have it there. If they say no to that, what do we want to do for a second day? I mean, I don't think they will say
No,
that.
they gave They checked their dates already.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so we're
so-
good.
Yep.
So we're good. Okay, so we can advertise for that then. I guess
Are
that
we
means
doing 1 day or 2 days?
we're gonna do 1 day.
That's what I thought.
So-
That's what I had on my calendar.
Yeah. I mean, if we have open dumpsters, I guess we can open it up on Sunday, but I doubt we're gonna have,
They're probably full again.
They'll fill up pretty fast.
well, we had people that had stuff ready and then I sent out that message that no more and they're like, oh crap.
No.
So, okay, that being said, can get a motion to approve the 5 yards or 5 dumpsters this year.
I'll mark it.
Larry?
Yep.
Can you get a second?
I'll second.
Second.
Okay, got that.
Then we'll do a roll call. Plunger,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Line,
Yes,
Andy Bork,
Yes.
Watnick.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Motion to approve the special alcohol beverage license for American Legion Post 206. So this Friday, I don't know if anybody from here is gonna go to it. It's the Legion. They're kind of having a, well, kind of like an appreciation dinner for the Legion members, but they're also gonna kind of talk about what they're moving forward with, open up the Suns chapter, and then talk about potential future. So I recommend as many as you can go to it, but I
I'm,
just
I'm
want,
planning to.
they wanted to serve some drinks there, so and they're gonna have the fire department serve it. Is there any concern with that?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion from Matt, get a second?
I'll second.
Second from Evans. Do roll call, excuse me. Plunger,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Lyon,
yes.
Andy Bork,
Yes.
Watnick.
What time is it at?
5 to 7.
5 to 7.
5 to 7.
So, anybody wants to sign up that, you're not, you're not a vet, but you had a father or mother or a grandfather that served, you can definitely sign up. It's $25 to be a member. I'm signing my whole family up, so I'm not a service member or I wasn't in the military, but my grandfather was, so on both sides, so. I think our whole Bundy family is signing up, so we got 22, just of us signed up for it, so.
More the merrier.
Right, and the biggest thing is, like we talked about this, is one, it's a big support group for the Legion. 2, this is what we need to keep baseball, Legion baseball, and 3, the most important part is it's for these vets, and you can bury them with honor and have color guard and all that stuff. I mean, that's the most important thing.
Right.
And then I think on top of it, the Legion, keeping that in our communities big for us, they can do so.
How much is the membership?
For Suns, it's $25 a year. So it doesn't matter. It can be your mother or your father or your grandfather. They serve, you can be a member. And then, your kids can be, so Sutton, Kobe, and Maverick. Kobe's my stepson, so he actually qualifies, so stepchildren can qualify too, so. It's you can get it to be a pretty big group, and it can be a fun group, and it can be another great asset to our community, so. But, yeah. Okay, moving on. We'll do the first reading of ordinance 226, proposed ordinance establishing standards for grading, excavating, filling, and land disturbance activities with the home. So we've talked about this with zoning and planning. I think we're gonna move forward. I've been got wrought eye when we sat down with Weston, Julie was there, Pete was there. We were just talking about when we're doing setting the precedents of what things we want in our community. It got brought up as a grading permit. And I think this is something that we really need to move forward with. It's anything over a certain amount of quantity of dirt being moved, they have to come and get a permit.
Or disturbance.
or disturbance. So, example, the one thing that's happening right now that we could have prevented it, it's over on Park, was it Fourth and Park? Mel's old place, or Third and
Third
Park,
and
sorry.
Park.
They tore out that retaining wall, moved that hill. Well, what's happening now is they're filling in.
But they might have stayed under the standard.
They could have, but we would have had at least something when it was getting tore out saying, hey, whoa. Right now, nothing, there's nothing stopping us. I mean, all it's gonna turn into is, the biggest thing is anything will turn into a civil lawsuit, but the whole thing is trying to get it prevented. I mean, we're not trying to stop people from doing anything. It's just, hey,
just to
just have a
make-
plan of showing how you're gonna do this.
Drainage.
You can't push it onto your neighbor.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing. Okay. I'm in full support of what you want to do, but just have a plan.
Mhm.
So, if anybody wants to add to this, feel free. Or if anybody has an issue with it, speak up, you know. I don't know what everybody else's thoughts are on having a grading permit. Or if they're confused by it, want a little bit more clarification, let me know. So. Okay, moving on. Item C, motion to approve resolution number 726, authorized recreational trails park application on behalf of the city of Colton. This is kind of pretty much the same plan we did again. We're just gonna kind of resubmit it. Does anybody have any questions with that? Or not, or do we not want to apply for it all this year?
If we got any tentative thing lined up, has anybody got any ideas that we're coming up with, or we got?
Well, we have a plan for it. We already made a plan. This is, we've ventured in this, but this year two, putting this in. So we already have a drawing and plan. It's just really pretty much
Trail through the
resubmitting.
Park and
It doesn't cost us anything to submit this. And we can't do anything until we are approved on it. So once we get approved, we got X amount of time. I think it's over a couple of years.
And will they subsidize us,
What's that?
help us pay for it?
Yeah.
50%, 50,
50%? Okay.
50 match.
Is it 50 or 80?
It's a 50. Unless it changed. I always remember it being 50.
Says-
City
20.
Colton shall provide a minimum of 20% of the total cost.
Oh, so it's gone up.
So
I
it's,
thought
they
it was
cover
20.
80, it's 80-20 then, yeah.
It always used to be 50, so I always thought it was 50.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Well, it says a minimum of 20%. It don't mean that they might not give out
Yeah.
50/50s,
Yeah.
Oh,
but at minimum, it's gonna be an 80/20.
Right.
okay.
Okay. Do we, you know, does anybody have questions or?
How does that trail system fall in line with like the Colton Friends of Baseball? Will that affect them at all?
No, nothing was on that side.
No, yeah, and
Basically, it goes behind the two little fields and kind of swings up, kind of by the camping pads, somewhere between there and the picnic shelter, and it kind of shoots over to the pool.
So is that all you're gonna do for now or whatever? I mean, I know you guys had talked one time, want to lead out to that new
Yeah,
development
we
someday or
had it
whatever.
So we could go up
By the
7th Street or over
cemetery,
to
yeah.
6th Street and then
we made it more
lead into that
appeasing,
new development.
made it more appealing to them that there was a future plan with it.
I think where we're getting hung up though is when we had that path, like that ran perpendicular with Park, is they don't fund sidewalks. And I think they are looking at that as a sidewalk and not a walking path, and I think that's why we're not getting it.
So then for that, I mean, just got a question for the walking paths, then do you have to have those lit up like you have to have?
There was,
There's no
I
there wasn't any
didn't-
discussion
Okay,
on that.
I didn't know if there was anything we had to
I mean,
have.
that wouldn't be a bad idea eventually down the road.
It would be kinda
I was just
cool.
thinking on the south side of the park like that, or I mean, I don't think in the dark many people are gonna be out
It'd be
there or
dark
whatever, on
there.
the, walk along those grove of trees there, but.
Mhm.
That might be something maybe we do personally or something if we would happen to get funded. You know,
Put some solar lights or
Yeah,
something, yeah.
but No, we've always, 1, 2, we had them, it's minimum, what, 4 or 5 foot wide, or not,
10.
was it 10? No, it wasn't 4, sorry.
This
Yeah, I think it was 8, minimum 8 foot wide. That the walking path has to be. So,
I'll make a motion to,
motion from Tyler,
I'll second it.
second from Larry. We'll do a roll call. Plunger,
Yes.
Evans,
yes.
Lyon,
Yes,
Andy Moore.
Yes.
Who second that?
Larry. And then motion to approve updated Midco franchise agreement.
So the FCC has changed their regulations. So Midco was not going to be able to offer us in-kind service for our internet, just for cable TV. And since we really don't need cable TV to operate the city, we're going to just take the franchise fee and no in-kind service. And we'll go with Golden West for internet over at the fire station, because we already have it here and at the pool. And it was going to be less. The internet service for Midco was a little bit higher, so
There's a Midco line internet or
the internet has
security.
been horrible lately.
Isn't theirs a more?
It goes down at least twice a week.
Yeah, Golden West, isn't theirs more?
It just,
yeah, there's.
I've got to reset the
Yeah.
router
Yeah.
at least twice a week.
I've been having issues too.
You know what? My Verizon internet works great and it's cheaper.
Get a Starlink.
And they did leave it worded to where if we needed to change that in the future, we're able to in the next 10 years. But before the franchise agreement comes around again.
That being said, we get a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion.
Motion from Julie, we get a second.
I'll second.
We'll do roll call. Plunger,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes,
Andy Moore,
Yes.
and Walker.
Yep.
Okay, and speaking off of that too, when we were at zoning and planning, when I was looking into some stuff, I did come across in our ordinances and things like that. We need to be collecting, I haven't told you this, John, because it just run to my head. We're supposed to be collecting a permit from garbage services.
I sent them a letter.
Yeah, okay, so you're
Oh,
already
yeah,
on
we-
top of it.
you brought it up.
Yeah.
We've
and
talked
I've not
about this.
received it
Yeah.
yet, but
Few
I
months
have
ago.
brought it up.
Do we want to open the invitation of another garbage service coming in town? I mean, there's nothing stopping them from coming in. I mean, but do we want to open the invitation, give our residents another, at least a chance to say, hey,
Have they been paying their,
They have not paid this year yet. And looking back through the history, it doesn't look like
the 2 or 3 years, isn't it?
I don't think it's ever been collected.
Well,
Are they keeping their rates lower because
I don't necessarily know. I've heard a few complaints from some people that the rates, and then it was the thing.
I don't know how they compare to others. So
I don't know either. But I think it's not the same. I shouldn't talk that. It's not the same business that it was. Got bought out. So
I would make a recommendation to reach out to Addy Disposal and then maybe even Cressman. But Addy is smaller, smaller operation. I think their rates are pretty.
I'm just wondering what the
enticing.
only fear I have with the community to our size is our 2 trash companies going to be able to make it, and then we get stuck with one or the other.
Correct.
Regardless, you know.
Well, and I know some of those guys won't step on other people's areas.
Some of them have mutual agreements. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Do we open up the advertising then?
Do you just take, how many do you, when you say open, is it for
I think you-
anybody and everybody,
Well,
or is it
just
just
say-
for 2 people? Or?
Well, I don't think you can have like 4 companies in
I,
town.
I get,
they wouldn't come, whatever, if you had four or whatever,
No.
because
But I'm just saying,
Right.
do you let another company come in here and maybe
offer the
Honestly.
franchise.
keep the other one honest,
We don't want a franchise. Then
and we're stuck with them?
the utility.
Then they would ask for that
Yeah,
franchise.
they're
We
only-
come out of,
They have to pay the permit.
Yeah.
So then we can say yeah or no. That's the problem. That's the thing, is like, they have to permit, so we have three that come in, we can sit there and say on the third one, well, no, we're
just capping it at 2.
we're got two, we don't need, anymore.
To be honest with you, I don't know if anybody would come up.
That's another thing too. I don't know. I think it may be, how do you do that though? Do you reach out, solicit for interest? Can we do that?
I don't see what it can.
I think.
Call them and
first
say,
of all,
hey, would you be interested in doing garbage services in the city of Colton? Here's our permit fee for the annual permit fee.
I think we should talk to these people and just say, are you gonna be paying your fee?
Yep.
And if not, okay, fine, we're gonna open it up to somebody else. Then they better be paying, otherwise somebody will be coming in.
Well, at least know that we're staying on top of them and make sure they're keeping their rates where they need to be. And maybe that's something that we need to check in as
Mhm.
community leaders of, hey, what are you charging your residents, for blah, blah, blah. I mean, maybe that's something that we need to do for us and make sure that we are.
Are we paying them in the summer? So like for the park and all that, when they pick them dumpsters, we pay for that? Cause that'd be something we could negotiate with someone is, hey, you'll dump our dumpsters all summer long, but we won't charge you a fee or, whatever.
A permit.
I don't know what that would look like. I don't know what we pay in the summertime, but
I don't even know what the permit.
we would definitely get the better end of that deal.
Have we established a
Yeah,
permit?
what's a permit? $100?
200, I think it's.
I mean, we can
we
always
may
adjust that
dump
rate.
all 3 of them dumpsters once a week in the summertime. Just in season or whatever.
Is that strictly park
200
stuff or
annually?
is that?
$200
It's
annually.
mostly just park. And even once in a while, someone will throw something in there, but it's not too
Too bad.
bad.
Do we want to check a couple companies and just see what the rates are?
I myself think we should get these people to either pay their bill or open it to somebody else. That would be my thoughts. I mean.
Yeah, I would say you could reach back out to Garbage and More and just say, hey, we'd really like you to pay this. And and if you don't want to, that's fine. But we may be soliciting other garbage companies
Mhm.
You just got.
in an effort to maintain,
Yeah.
fair operating costs for our citizens.
In our city ordinances, we maintain our city ordinances.
That-
You're not fulfilling our.
Correct.
You also don't want to make them mad to where they just come in and say, see ya.
Yeah.
They show up one day, empty the trash cans, and all the trash cans go with them.
Mhm.
And every resident's like,
no, we do.
mhm.
You're getting a truck, trash truck.
We're in the garbage business.
How many trucks do you need?
I don't think they would do that.
I don't think they would either,
That'd
but
be a big hit to their business. That would be very smart on their
Yeah,
part.
it wouldn't be smart to do that.
That's a lot of revenue that's just gone in a short period.
When do we want to start advertising this out?
What's that?
The golf cart permit.
Oh, you have them done?
How much is it?
Fancy.
$5.
$5?
Okay.
And then one for your keychain too.
Yeah,
What's that
is
Your
that
keychain,
per year or is that good lifetime?
lifetime of the card.
Put that on a necklace and just wear it like a dog
Ooh,
tag.
nice.
And what did I
Yeah.
forgot? What did
Nice.
we decide on the dollar amount?
All right. It wasn't about a dollar amount.
No. I
So-
know. I was just.
on the
Couldn't remember.
application are the rules with it.
It wouldn't be a bad idea that if they come and.
Nobody under
They're
nobody,
not on here, but I will print them out.
yeah.
And then we gotta put out there the reason that we're doing it too is one, to follow in with the state.
Yeah,
This isn't just, we're making something up.
Yeah.
Let them allow it on here, and this is what we have to do. Because technically, they could be getting ticketed right now from the sheriff's department.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we need to get a little kids off the street with those.
Yeah.
'Cause somebody's gonna get hurt or killed, and we don't see that.
And then are the permits numbered by chance?
They will be, yeah. And then the tags are,
The tags are
The
definitely.
tags
numbered.
are,
Yeah, this is
That's
01
not,
right
but-
here.
once they're removed from a cart, you're not gonna be able to
I
use it
think you
again.
just, you mean
because-
just for your registrar, because you're gonna keep registration, so if there's like a golf cart that someone complains about,
you can just go up, get the number, figure out whose cart it is, because I don't know all these carts.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's cart
Yeah. I
one
can-
zero two four.
Yeah. And then you can come in, you can look at the record and go, okay, that's so-and-so's cart.
Right.
And
We can just send a letter saying, hey,
you're not,
you know, your kids were out driving around. You may not have known, but
Here, I'll be the first one to do it. I want
There you
number one,
oh.
because I'm number one, Larry.
Fill her out, buddy.
Yeah, and then John will get that sticker. He's just gonna
And it's
buy,
on video.
he's just gonna buy a handful of stickers and with the,
I have, yeah, I've got them all.
oh, okay.
Well, I'll get the second one. How's that
There
sound?
you go. I put cash on.
Man.
I don't got a
Turn
golf
out another
cart, so.
paper.
Got a golf cart.
All this
Well, I
revenue
have
we're
the
making
whole
tonight, we're
folder.
gonna have the streets paved in no.
Right?
We're gonna have that Tailby Hall parking lot paved in no time.
Right?
$5 at a time.
No amounts up.
Yep.
Oh, no, that was 500.
That is
Oh.
fixed to the windshield.
That's only 1% of the
Just
bill,
somewhere
right?
visible on the golf cart. We didn't actually, do we, in that rules, do we want to specify where this should be placed at?
I don't know my policy numbers, so you ain't getting that.
Visible.
I mean, do we want on the front left panel?
Front drivers. I don't know, I suppose then so, oh, I don't want that stuck to my pretty golf cart.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So someone's gonna hide it
Yeah.
and then you'll never see it.
It needs to be visible. I'm just trying to think of what they do for snowmobiles.
It's usually a
Just gotta be
Front
visible.
left.
Front left or front right.
Like a
Can be
boat,
on any
or
side.
whatever on the
Both on
front.
both
up
fronts.
top where it's visible.
Yeah.
Pretty naive. That's gonna go to Tyler's head and gets to drive around with number one.
I'm number one.
You so should have put like 10 on
Yeah,
this.
Like 11 one.
The
Yeah.
guy Gone and got the other tag.
I ought to give them a different tag.
Yeah.
even.
You get the special
Nope.
one.
I know.
All right.
Okay, does anybody have anything they want to add to
I will make a motion to adjourn.
a motion from Matt,
So moved.
second from Larry? All those in favor?
Right.
Meeting is adjourned.
I have to finish this and bring it home or bring it back, you know.
Okay, how do I stop?
Oh,
Don's got it.
How do I
Okay.
stop?
My brother Derek's at that Smithfield meeting in Crooks. He said things are getting pretty heated at this
Oh, I
meeting.
thought
Oh,
about it.
boy,
I bet.
Oh, your brother is down there?
I don't know.
There's
really only 4 people that really affects.
Well, it's gonna affect Scripps, it's gonna affect us up here too.
No, I'm talking like the smell wise.